Welcome back to MythCraft Legends, a MythCraft live stream with our Patreon legends. I am Nathan, your MythCrafter, and I'm joined tonight by Corey.
Hello, I'm Corey, and I play Melizog Shalva, archivist and leader of the... Guys, we never did come up with a name. How am I supposed to sell our services without a name?
Andy.
Ari, we don't need a name. We don't get paid anyways.
Dan.
Daniel Trout, and I am playing Quentin. Let's just keep riding off into the sunset. Yes.
Roger.
Jasper Dullahan. Ari, I don't know what you're talking about. You get a paycheck every week, so stop complaining.
And Jesse.
Man, I don't know about this pay stuff, but I mean, I'm having a good time. What do we need to put a label on it for?
Last time on MythCraft Legends, you spent some time studying the recent insurgence of a variety of cults in the region. As a quick refresher, you can see the little zeros on this map, which represent push pins that Ari moved to the left. They were supposed to symbolize where these cults have been last sighted, but now none of them are accurate, except for the purple pin, which Ari covertly moved back. Yes.
so thoughtful.
Yes. Quentin rescued Duke from prison, and the party departed westward to try and find the orange cult, which is the cult of the pumpkin, which they have already dealt with. But due to shenanigans, the pin is still there. They're also trying to find the missing knights of Arendor. Now, we will jump into the narration here. So the party which is now riding war cows is headed west, and so the group of you, that is all of you who are present, as well as Volk, who is played by Luke, and of course Duke, your NPC buddy. All of you are headed westward, riding your cows. Some of you have familiars that are fluttering or skittering or trotting around, whatever the case may be. It's a big entourage of people making way here. Subtlety and stealth is not the flavor of the day. As you push your way through the forest and the tangles, you find the road headed out from Chasm Claw. It is overgrown, but reasonably well maintained. The weather is overcast, chilly. It is mid to late fall. It's not quite, proper winter the way it is in real life right now, but it's moving in that direction. The clouds are heavy and gray and hold the likelihood of precipitation. As you all travel forward, a chill sets into your bones, and eventually, as the day begins to fade, you can't really see the sunset due to the clouds, but the day just darkens. You hear howls on the wind. Anyone who would like to can make an intelligence check. They definitely sound canine.
Open my sheet. I'm not smart, but I'll make one anyways.
Going for it.
That's a 2.
Mm-hmm.
And a 5.
You said intellect.
can I-
Did nature apply?
Yes.
I was going to ask the very same thing.
$16, not bad.
Yeah, not bad. Alan, you would recognize these as wolves for sure. Probably of the lycanthropic variety.
My people.
Yes. Although, strangers on the road are already unfriendly. Lycanthropes even more so.
I'm gonna pet that dog.
I would love for everyone to go ahead and roll initiative as they're continuing to make their way through these woods.
Get these bad rolls out of the way.
Yeah, that's right.
That's
I
a
am
21.
Oh, there you
There
go.
you go. There you
There
go.
you go.
That's concerning to me that I had really good rolls.
Me too.
All right,
Intelligence
so
just let me know that they're friendly. And now
you-
initiative makes me want to go find them.
Ari, you got a 21?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else above a 20? Above a 15?
I have
Had a 19.
19.
and I have an 18.
Okay. Melozog has an 18. Anyone above a 10? 5.
Yes. Quentin has 14.
Oh, 14. Okay.
Wow.
And Jasper?
I got a 6, boss.
Nice. Nice. Oops. I just re-rolled for you.
I
I'm
got a 16. I got a
demoting
16,
you,
boss.
demoting you back down to a 6. And I'm going to roll for Duke real quick. Now, I imagine Alan relayed the information that there's like lycanthropes in this area, more than
Oh,
likely.
for sure.
Okay. So I will say that you are all on heightened alert, right? You're traveling in a cult-infested wood, and you have heard lycanthropes. So none of you are sleeping on the job, but they are also a kind of apex predator in their natural habitat in the woods. So everyone, please make me an awareness check. Feel free to add perceiving or like tracking.
Can I use eavesdropping?
Sure, you can use eavesdropping. Nice rolls. I like this.
Shaking them out. I'm shaking them out.
That's an 18.
Okay.
That's a 10.
Got a 7.
I can't hear
It's an
anything over my
18.
broken arm.
Would you have accepted animal handling?
That one's a stretch.
They're animals.
Okay. So these creatures are quite stealthy. What I'm going to say is there's no surprise round, but I'm not going to reveal all of the tokens on the battle map until
So it's
such a
Lycan
time.
Hulk.
Lycan Hulk.
Love that
Yep.
name.
I hate it.
Uh-huh.
I hate it.
Yeah. Now, so we're gonna jump into combat here, but I would like to pose kind of a challenge to this particular party, because in the room here are some of the most knowledgeable people about MythCraft in the world. So the Lycan Hulk is just a reskinned other creature from the Creature Compendium. The first person to correctly guess it, and don't just like spam guesses, right? But the first person to correctly guess it gets TA for the next 30 seconds of combat.
Oh, that's neat.
Oh my.
Do we get any hints at all other than Lycan Hulk?
Oh, wow.
It's called
No.
Lycan Hulk.
It's called Lycan Hulk. You'll see its attacks and defenses and stuff just like over the course of the battle. That's all the hints you get.
Fair enough.
I'm not
Our
gonna
mere
know, so I'm
existence.
gonna guess Abyssal Lurker now and leave it at that and lock in my guess.
Good guesses. Good guesses. Good guesses.
Perfect. All right. How can you all see anything at all?
No.
Yes.
Cool.
Sort of.
Barely.
Dark,
Just
but
barely.
Okay, I just got 5 different answers.
Let's go.
I can see what Roger's showing.
Right. Okay.
It's 1 foot. It's because we're riding cows.
Because you're riding cows. Let me.
Ignore.
Oh, hey, did we ever get stats for those?
Yes. I believe if you go to actors, you should be able to find them under the Heroes tab. It's titled War Cow.
That
Ah.
makes sense.
Yes.
Hey,
Yep. So you each have a War Cow. Babe is a little bit different. Babe has more health, and Ari's miniature giant pygmy War Cow is medium instead of large, but is otherwise the same. Oh, and is less reliable. It might end up attacking you.
I love it.
It's my best friend already.
Can you all remind me? I know a couple of you have dark vision, and I may not have set you up with it.
Ari does.
I'm pretty sure I do.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Lycan people do.
Mhm.
Well, would you have allowed me to cast dark vision?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, it's like, the sun has set, it's dark out. You can do that prior to getting to the point of combat.
Okay. Just want to roll dark power real quick.
So is this workout token shared by all of us, or do we all have our own?
You all have your own token. The stats are going to be the same, except that Babe has more health.
Okay.
Was that a roll of 4 for dark power?
It was.
That's fun.
Yes, that's going to be extremely fun. So Melizog Shava is blind. As his eyes just glaze over, like everyone has seen when he uses his magic, his eyes turn black, and then it just stays that way. And he's like, "Oh no, this is not. This is not the intended."
What happened?
No. But it seems that there might be a minor backfire with my magic that I just did. So for the next 4 hours, I'm not going to be able to sleep.
What?
That's a mighty specific number you just gave.
That's about how long the magic normally lasts.
well, he's probably not good with all them howls going on.
You're
That's awesome.
probably right.
You try one of them. You try one of them. You can't see them. They can't see you. Types of things. Maybe we all should try that. Closes his eyes.
That's always how.
Duke just goes, I'm pretty sure that's not how that works.
It is most certainly not how it works.
Yeah, well, not with that attitude. You
They
gotta
haven't
believe.
seen us yet.
Exactly as you say that, you see 2 burning red eyes approaching out of the darkness, and a burning mouth as you just see this like canine grin. This tongue lolls out, and embers kind of slough out of its mouth.
Well, that's good.
My eyes are still closed. Tell me what y'all see.
Should probably just keep them closed.
All right, you be my
All right,
eyes.
if you're sure.
Can you even tell if your eyes are open or not?
Not at the moment, no.
Where is this, Nathan?
Sorry, I'm turning him visible here in just a second. There we go.
Oh.
So this horrifying lycanthropic figure, this massive hulking wolf with literally eyes on fire and a mouth that's like emanating fire, stalks up to the edge of this cliff here. As you're pressing westward, you're kind of going up the edge of a cliff right now, and this wolf is waiting for you at the top of it. And with that, we'll go ahead and get into initiative order. I got all of your rolls. Let me roll the NPCs here. Sweet. Do we have any troubadours that do anything with initiative?
Yes.
Nalzog? Okay.
Yes. But normally I get to see the rolls before I.
Yep.
Um,
Let me see
I,
who else you would find visible right now. Yeah.
no
so-
one.
That's right. You wouldn't see anyone. That's right.
I see no one. Lord. Okay.
Excellent.
Good job, Torch.
Volk would be holding a torch or stick one on like the saddle of his war cow. Would anyone else want to have a torch lit?
No,
I mean,
thank
I'd
you.
gladly
I
take
don't
a
think I
torch.
would. I've got the dark
Um,
vision going for me, so
I don't think Quentin has torches. Otherwise, he would. Let me double check.
If he wanted one, I would have given him one.
Okay, then yeah, we're gonna
Okay. I'm gonna remove
graciously take that. Thank you.
Sure.
And yeah, well,
All right. So I'm sorry, whose initiative would you like to increase?
that. See, I'm only buffing it up by one. Let's make sure Ari goes as fast as possible. So we'll put her
Yeah.
at 22.
Lock
Gotta
down
go
the lead.
fast.
All right, take us away.
Ari is just gonna look and just be like, oh shit, and then she's just gonna go invisible. As
Reasonable.
she casts invisibility.
Mhm.
So she's completely unseen. And then she will spend 1 AP to pop off her war cow and spend 2 AP running up like next to the cliff behind a bush.
Okay.
And that is Ari's whole turn.
And can I have you make an awareness check?
Great. Perceiving, tracking, eavesdropping,
Oh, this is
investigating?
for your cow, so animal handling if you have it.
Oh, I do not have animal handling.
So just straight awareness.
It's a 10.
All right. Your cow is under control. It has MCAP. Do you want it to just kind of follow and hang out near you?
No, because I'm invisible. I'm gonna tell it to go hang out with one of its friends,
Okay.
and or actually it has 2 MCAP, right?
Yes.
Can it dodge?
Sure. Yeah, it can just hang out with one of the other cattle and take the
Yeah.
dodge action.
I don't remember what I named it, but Sparkles, just don't get hit. Runs away.
Nice. All right. The next creature up is just going to maintain its vantage, its unseen vantage, and then it's Alan's turn. Alan and any familiar actions and Babe the Blue Ox all get to go now.
sweet. All right, so I am going to spend, I think it's 1 AP to drink one of my potions. I believe it specifies. Yeah, so yeah, I just have one of my potions, so I'm going to drink a potion of bullish strength,
Nice.
giving myself +2 strength, a D4 of shield HP at the start of a turn, and basically anything that tries to charm me has disadvantage, essentially.
Nice. Mhm.
And then I probably would have done it if I thought ahead of time, but I didn't. So I'm going to go ahead and spend. I have too much stuff on it. Why is this always a problem? I have too many things on my character sheets. 3 AP to turn.
Let's go.
Okay.
So that'll give me some defenses and some AR and stuff like that. And that's all of my AP. I'm going to use Babe's MCAP, and that's 40 feet of movement. So basically there. And
You're writing, correct?
yes, yeah.
Okay.
I meant to select both of us. Hang on. There we go.
Full tilt charge up the hill.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go.
And then how do I deselect? Let's see. What is 30 feet, I believe, is my familiar's
I believe so, if it's a hunting
movement.
familiar.
So it's just going to spend its action moving.
All right.
And that's me.
Perfect. And what is your transformation? One, what does it look like? And two, what does it do for you?
Oh, yes. So it is just a hereditary transformation. So it's just hybrid form. Basically, I just kind of look a little bit more feral. I'm already a Hondu. I just start like that the scruff on the back of the neck
Yeah.
hikes up, teeth get a little just more aggressive, claws come out, all of that stuff. Just take on a bit more of a feral appearance.
Perfect. And is that damage buff or what?
Oh,
mechanic?
yes, sorry. That gives me +1 AR and +3 to my physical defenses, and then -2 to mental defenses, which are bad anyways.
Awesome. All right, so next up we've got an imp. Love these little guys that appears kind of
No.
floating in the air next to Quentin, and it just tries to take a little swipe at him with a claw.
There's no
And I wish he
very
was
nice.
close enough. I need a weapon.
That is only a 7 to hit. Oh wait, but he was previously invisible, so how about a 19 to hit?
Oof.
I believe that'll do it, yeah.
Okay. Well, hopefully he can get a hit in here, because now that he's visible, he's going to be useless. But yeah, that's 7 damage to Quentin. As much damage from surprise as from actual slashing, as this thing just poofs into existence next to you. And next up is Melazog, who has heard all of this but seen none of it.
So okay, I have a question. I
Uh-huh.
have the ability to momentarily look through the eyes of my familiar.
Mhm.
I have a feeling mechanically I'm blinded. Flavor wise, I am watching things through the eyes of my familiar.
Yeah, like a strobe light effect. It's very disorienting, but you have a picture of what's going on.
Right. That's
We're all raving.
that's more important for me at the moment than knowing where people are, at least as far as I can see with him. Oh God, Volk's all the way over there. Okay, so with one of my MCAP, I'm able to kind of go out and around the pick me boar to move over next to Volk. And then I'm going to use enhanced weapon on his
On his bastard sword.
Yeah, on his bastard sword.
Okay. What bonus is that?
So enhanced weapon gives him an additional 1d6 fire damage. It also sheds light as though the illuminate cantrip originated from its tip.
Okay.
I don't have that cantrip program to tell you what that is. I will fix that soon.
No worries. I'm pretty sure I've got that one.
So that's 2 of my AP and the remaining spell points that I have. All of my chants and cantrips and prayers need sight. However, luckily enough, my stanzas do not.
Nice.
So this is going to be against the willpower of the imp for a 15, as he says, Quentin, it's just a little guy. Just have your bull step on it as you move by. It's just a little guy. It can't really hurt you.
This is a disdain.
Yes.
Okay. You do hit the will.
Okay. Actually no, this is glumness for demoralized.
Oh, okay.
Then I'm also going to focus Quentin against the imp, which is an additional TA. So,
Okay.
Because they're within 40 feet of me.
This imp's gonna get wrecked.
I'm loving seeing a blind bard be like incredibly effective with each AP choice.
And then he's going to look at this flaming thing. Wolf, his eye is completely shadowed over. I have 1 more AP I have to find a way to try and use. And he's going to say, how were you hiding? How do you exist in this like situation? It's like you stand out. Like what is why? Seems like you're compensating for something. And that is going to be a 12 versus willpower, but I am
hits.
going for quivering this time, so he is shaken.
Okay.
And then that is my turn. I use all 5 of my action points.
I love that.
Oops. Awesome. All right. And then an additional creature flares into light.
Of course it does.
Yeah, because why not? Just add its illumination here real quick. This creature is not canine at all. It is closer to humanoid. It is clearly fiendish, but it is closer to humanoid in terms of its appearance. It, has big like horns sweeping back from its head. It seems to be composed of like flames and shadows that are bound into flesh. And who is closest to it? Looks like Alan is closest to it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's what I love
It
to hear.
will move on up right next to you, and as it does so, it extends its hand, and a sword just made out of fire, no hilt or anything, just a blade of fire materializes in its hand, and it's going to take a swipe at you.
Cool.
So there we go. How's an 18 against armor rating?
That'll hit.
Okay, and it will deal 11 fire damage.
Cool.
Rather warm,
Wow.
actually. Not terribly cool.
Yeah.
That is all it can do, so we will pass on to Quentin.
Okay, yeah. Heeding the advice given, we're gonna first try and backhand this guy, this imp that scratched us. Those backhand almost always come through.
Yes.
19.
All right. For 6 damage.
All right. Injured, not quite bloodied.
Is it just one MCAP, the trample, or
From what I recall, that is correct.
I believe it costs 2. I'm looking at
oh,
it.
okay, it could
Oh no,
take
no, yeah, 1 MCAP on its. It has 2. Cost 1. Gotcha. I read it wrong.
Yes, yeah, it has 2. It can spend 1 to trample. MCAP, for anyone listening or watching who's unfamiliar, is mounted creature action points, and it's a way that it's how we track actions that mounts can carry out.
So yeah, we're gonna see if we could cow trample this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
It kind
It
of
will-
darts back and forth between the cow's legs.
Okay. Well, we are going to use the other MCAP to move. Oh, hold on. Move the torch. That's right. That's where we're going.
You throw the torch at me.
That way.
Um,
Oh, you might not be able to move to
okay,
these
gotcha.
in PC. Yeah.
All right. And then we're going to use our other 2 AP for Quentin, and he's little light wisps form from his temples, which he reaches up and pulls the rest of the way out, forming his avian familiar. And he's going to look at Duke and be like, "Oh, stay safe. Watch out for that pesky little imp. And take care of Cow." And we're going to have the familiar carry Quentin off of this thing's back.
Okay.
And toward where our fella's gone all the way off ahead by himself.
Awesome. Is that the duration, the extent of your turn?
That would be, yes.
All right. So as the bird is carrying you, lifting you off of the bowl and carrying you up the hill, the lichen Hulk tracks your movement with its fiery eyes, and then it spits a globule of fire at you.
Oof.
That's gross.
Quentin, how is a 20 against your fortitude?
Nathan
is
also-
this
It would
like
be
a-
an 18
How rude.
It would
unless
be-
you modified the for shaken.
You're right. You're right. It is an 18 against your fortitude.
Also,
is-
slag toad.
That's what I was gonna say.
No, not Slagtoad. Good thought, though.
Is this a like area of effect, or is this a range attack?
Just a ranged attack.
Would my tower shield not prevent or come in the way of this?
Because you're being carried by a bird, I think you have to spend
gotcha.
AP to set the shield, right? So
Okay, I do believe you're right.
I thought
Okay,
it gives cover on one side.
yeah, setting it protects the person behind you.
I
Yeah.
see.
I think I have total cover, but you know what? Where am I aiming the shield? I might not. He might be able to catch me in my arm or something because I am heading in a different direction.
Yeah, make a luck check, Quentin, because you
Okay.
raise a good point. And this may just get caught on your shield. Yep. Yeah. So he spits the fire at you. You see it coming, and just in time, you're able to raise your shield up. Not super effectively because you're doing it with just one arm, while the bird is kind of like carrying
Right.
you. But you do deflect that attack. Volk is up next and will
Is it a magma
ride.
slime?
It is not a magma slime. I will give a hint on its next turn. Volk is going to ride up to the imp that Quentin started on and just keep doing work on it. He misses with his bastard sword 2 times in a row, but gets it on the 3rd time.
Would an 11 have gotten through?
And 11 would have, that's right, because of the demoralized
Demoralized.
condition. Yep. So, I mean, that last hit that he did was enough to take out that particular imp. Because the 11 would have gotten through, he'll just hold over 2 action points for next turn. Good catch, thank you. Now, other people, Volk being in the back line, would see another imp materializing and attacking Melizog. Melizog himself does not see this.
Melizog does not see anything.
So
That's a
this, again, is going to be 2d20 and keeping the higher with 1 TA from being concealed for a total of 16 against your armor rating, Melizog.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right, and it is going to be 4 damage.
Ow! What? What was that?
Looks like a
there's
bug.
there's an imp behind you. Can you? Oh right. You can't see it. I'll be right there.
All right, where are you?
Nowhere. Everywhere.
Oh God.
Thousands of miles away on an island, a cyclops is shaking its fist at you.
No one. Sorry.
Duke's turn.
Don't let
Duke
us
is
down,
gonna
Duke.
dodge. Jasper, your turn.
Duke.
I'm not used to the one hand thing yet. I'll try to do better.
Melizog, you got a little thing, right? It's all right. Never mind. I got it, and I'm gonna use an MCAP from my beautiful war cow that I have named Macaroni, and just get in a little bit closer, so I'm within 20 feet. And you would watch as Jasper, with his one good arm, is gonna pull out a little flask, and all right, let's see what you taste like. And he's going to flip the top of the flask open. And I'm going to use my enhanced essence thirst to make an essence rain on this imp from 20 feet away. This would be an attack versus fortitude. Don't know if a 7 works.
A 7 on fortitude.
The imp's
No,
fortitude.
not quite. But what?
All right.
I'm sorry. And essence thirst to make an essence what? What are you trying to do to this poor creature?
Oh yeah, so for my level 5 lineage trait, I made my essence thirst ranged to make it enhanced, and I'm flavoring this as a flask that I keep on my person that I'm gonna suck its essence into that I could drink later. So I'm gonna
Nice.
I'm gonna shut the lid of that and say, all right, well, Mezog, you didn't see anything, did you? And I'm gonna flip it back open and make a second attack for a 14.
That one is
fortitude.
going to hit. Yes, that hits its fortitude.
Amazing. And it will take 8 points of necrotic damage.
All right. It is bloodied from that. Although,
All right.
having taken no physical damage, it looks dehydrated like a raisin from that.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. All right, hang tight, Melzog. I got you. It's just going
What
to
does
take...
the
I don't know.
essence leaving somebody's body and going into a flask look like?
It looks a little bit like somebody just lifted up like a Hoover vacuum, and I'm swirling it around towards its direction. And I'm just like sucking this miasma out towards me. And then I close it. I take a quick swig of it. Oh, it's disgusting. And I shut it. All right, Milzog, I'll get you next time. You hang tight. It's on your right. All right? That's my turn.
Yeah. Oh, all right.
Well, Quentin, you blocked the fire from the Lycan Hulk. So as another imp materializes directly behind you, it is on the opposite side, so it gets past the shield.
Oh yeah.
And it's a 16 to hit you
That'll do it.
for 7 sharp damage. And that's its entire turn.
Ow. That's not nice. These guys are not nice.
I'm gonna back up real quick. Melazog, did you want your familiar to move anywhere?
Yeah. I would just it would start charging the this way toward the flaming wolf, because at that time none of the rest of this other stuff had happened.
Yeah. Could I, let's see, could I get a wisdom or an awareness check from Jasper, Melazog, and Quentin? This is perceiving would work well here. Anything else to kind of detect the presence of a creature?
Nice.
Ooh,
Some good
wow.
rolls.
22.
That's impressive. Macaroni didn't do so hot.
I think through first through Melazog's familiar, and then having pinpointed it with the strobe light effect a little bit, Melazog, you also hear a large wolf slinking up in the shadows from the south. And
There's another one coming from that way, as he
What
points
way?
to the north.
Now, you gotta stop talking when you're invisible, scaring me.
this wolf makes a low growl, and you hear that growl is responded by another creature.
Oh, great.
Oh, they brought friends. They're talking.
And so the wolf that just went has an initiative of 2. The wolf that it summoned has an initiative of 3. So it will be waiting quite a while before it can do anything.
Good. Hopefully, like 4 hours.
Again, with those arbitrary numbers. The final imp here in initiative order will... Oh, I took him out of initiative. That was done with me. There we go. I was trying to turn him visible. He's going to appear and attack Duke.
Not Duke.
Yeah, Duke. And hit him with a 16. Duke takes a whopping 3 damage. And we're back to the top of the order with Ari.
Duke, deal with it.
Who said
Run all the way up the hill.
That's cool.
And she's gonna go right up in range of this big wolf. That's all her AP though, so she's just gonna chill out next to this big boy.
Okay.
Can I try with MCAP? I don't remember the rules. Could I make Sprinkles attack something if I'm not on Sprinkles, or does Sprinkles just do what Sprinkles wants to when I'm not there?
So you have to be writing it to direct the MCAP, but I will have you make another awareness check to see if it stays friendly. It stays friendly.
It's a 13.
Yeah, Sparkles is going to try to finish off the imp that Jasper could not.
Oh, good job, Sparkles.
That's an interesting way to word it. All right.
Is that a trample attack? Oh, you're
Yes. Yeah. Sorry, I'll let you roll it next time.
That's okay. You
Would
can
it get
roll
to
The trample attack was the train.
Yeah, right.
That's just the noise. Whatever. Sparkles.
Yeah.
It's gonna have a different name every time.
Sprankles.
Yeah, Sprinkles hits the imp. And doesn't take it out. So Jasper does have a chance to kill steal from this bull. And
Let
anything
him
else
have
for you,
his
Ari?
thirst for blood. No, that's all my AP. I'm just hanging out.
Okay. That brings us to Alan, who is facing down this fiendish figure.
Yeah. So was charging in there, but this guy's right up close and personal. So, and oh, I realized after actually looking at my sheet that I upped my coordination on the last level, so I have 5 AP. So I
Cool.
just carried
Nice.
over the extra one from last round.
Nice. Yeah.
You definitely heard
Um,
Ari run by going, I'm going to get there first. Yep.
What the heck? Where was that? All right. Anyways,
Everyone thinks that Notchkog is haunted, but really it's just Ari going invisible and whispering things to people.
100%. So I'm gonna spend 1 AP to cast Jagged Bones, giving myself Bleeding 1 and causing claws to come out further out of my knuckles, um, giving me an extra attack. And then that'll leave me 4 AP. I will be making a whole bunch of attacks against this thing.
And they're all beefed up from a variety of
Yes.
sources. Okay.
Ooh.
What exactly are the beefs at this point?
Are the beefs?
Are the attacks? Are there any bonuses being added from anybody else at this point?
No.
Okay, I have
At
to
least
ask
not
that
from me.
question because so many
With this
times
party,
there's
yes.
a
Yeah.
lot.
I was
All
just
right.
referring to your transformation on top of the
Oh,
claws.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so that'll be d20 plus 4. Does a 21 hit?
It does.
All right.
What were you attacking?
AR.
Armor rating? Yeah, it hits.
So that'll be 7 damage.
All right.
Ooh, there's a 6 hit.
No.
Oh, so close to a crit. Yeah, I'm gonna guess a 23 hits.
Indeed.
That'll be 8 damage.
Okay.
Let's see, that was 3. This will be attack number 4. I don't think 7 hits.
It does not.
All right, so one hand hits really hard, the other one does not.
And each of the times that hand hits really hard, a gout of flame erupts from this creature and deals damage to you.
Oh,
So you take a total of 11 fire damage from those hits.
wonderful.
Ah.
Ouch.
11. All right, I am more than bloody.
Nice.
That was fast. Um, and then I will use, so I can use 1 AMCAP to make a trample attack. Am I able to do that twice?
I didn't put any restrictions on it, so I will say yes for now. But if that ends up causing a cow stampede for the next couple fights in a row, then I am going to pare that back.
Fair enough.
So for now, yes, cows can do it twice.
All
That may
right.
change.
Does a 14 hit?
It does.
All right. Be-
Babe takes 3 fire damage.
Fair
Oof.
enough. That'll be 5 damage, and then second attack as part of that. 16 versus its fortitude,
That will hit it.
so it is prone.
Okay.
And then, so let me adjust that here. That was 5 damage, you said?
3 to to your cow. Did you
Oh,
keep the
3
name
to
Babe,
Babe.
or did you want to rename it?
Oh, yeah, Babe is perfect. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I have to do math. There we go. And then it's gonna hit again. I'm guessing an 18 is gonna do it.
Sure does.
That time it'll be 7 damage,
Okay, 3 more
and
fire.
it's already prone, so it doesn't need to do the other attack. Unless it can be like double prone.
Super prone.
It can't be double prone.
Double
Like
super prone.
the ground is a little bit muddy, and it's like making an imprint of this creature.
And then let's see, is blue in range for his attack? Where did I put it? Here. There we go. Hunting familiar. No, it is not in range of the imp, I don't think. Is it 10 feet or 5 feet? Can't tell which square it's in.
It would be 10 feet away from the imp.
Okay, so. Yeah, blue is just gonna move to assist me. I feel like Quentin can handle an imp. And that is my turn.
Awesome. Yeah, so this sanguine flame is pressed into the ground like a cookie cutter into dough, but it is still alive. It is bloodied after yours and your cow's attacks.
Sweet.
Melizog, you're up next.
Okay. So I think I'm gonna attempt to trample this imp that is beside us. I would have TA with that from flanking. It looks like it's hard to tell with the bigger.
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
While Sparkles is considered an ally.
Right.
Use it while you can.
I understand that. So that's 13
That will hit.
Oh my goodness.
for 9 damage.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, and that
Wow.
imp goes down.
Okay. So the next
Just
thing
bloodlust in Sparkle's eyes.
I'm going to do is use my last MCAP to move up here. Sorry, did not mean to cover that token.
You're good.
And then my familiar is going to continue flying. Okay, so that's all of my companion friends doing their things. Now, what am I going to do?
That is the question.
Yeah. So I guess we're going to start with the first one is going to be against the prone. Actually, no, I don't think I am in the range of that. No, I think about it. Yeah, no, not quite in my range. Yeah, so I'm going to attempt to shake this. Oh, God.
Oh no.
Okay, so that didn't work. Not gonna worry about what I said. It did not land. But then I'm going to focus Quentin against that imp next to him. I'm going to focus Volk against the alpha wolf that is attempting to come near us. Then I'm going to spend 2 more AP to get my familiar up here.
Nice. That will give Ari flanking.
Yeah, and then that will be my turn. I'm still wide open for that alpha wolf. All right. All right.
All right. So the sanguine flame is going to stand from prone. It's going to retreat, and as it does so, there we go. As it does so, its kind of luminous body reveals that there is another wolf nearby. So those of you who are close by can see that there's a wolf crouching in these brambles here, kind of preparing for an ambush. And the sanguine flame, having stood and retreated, will just extend its hand, point its hand down, and set the grass around it on fire.
Cool.
Yeah, and that is its whole turn. It will be Quentin's turn next. Quentin, you can go ahead and go. I'm going to set up a little fire effect here to keep track of that.
Okay. I know what you said, but can Quentin call out and see if he could coax this bull that Duke is riding to defend itself in Duke? Or is that impossible?
It will do that. It will behave in a way that's like conducive to the party's well-being, without any like additional effort from you.
Can I? Do you want me to roll for its attacks, or?
You can roll for its attacks, yes, and
Okay.
you can direct it.
Yeah, Quentin's literally gonna be like, "Kill him, cow. Help Duke. Protect yourself." So yeah, this thing is going to try and trample this imp. Does a 14 hit? Well, 15, right? I think it's
15 from flanking. Yes, that will hit.
Okay. So it takes 5 damage.
Okay.
And then does a 22 get its fortitude?
Oh my god.
No, not quite.
Foiled.
He falls prone.
And yeah, it'll use its last end cap to keep stomping on this guy.
All right.
So 14 with it being prone and the flanking.
That hits.
Another 6 bludgeoning damage.
Perfect. So it's still alive, but not by much.
You're gonna have to finish that, Duke. And being focused against the imp in front of us, Quentin, I guess, is gonna just try and give it an elbow to the face. Oh, will that be a 16 to hit?
Yes, and it will.
So 6 points of damage.
All right, very nice. It flutters in the air a little bit, but it's still up in your face.
Yeah, we're gonna do that one more time. 19 to hit.
Yes, it does.
Another 6 points of elbow damage.
Yeah, it is bloodied.
Let me see. I think we're gonna have this familiar bird of mine try and attack this thing. Try and this thing's never attacked before. It doesn't know what that is. It
Right.
just it's flutters its wings awkwardly, like not sure what it's supposed to be doing here. Well, that's just about all we could do then.
All right. Let's see, it's the Lycan Hulk's turn. It sees the familiar, it does not see Ari, it sees an injured Alan and Babe, so I think that's the move. It is going to move up to its speed and attack Alan. Now, as big as this thing is, it is it's not really having any trouble going up to get to the bull. It's more like it's plucking Alan off of the bull's back.
Oh.
God damn it! We have to spend an AP to get there now.
This ruins
Now,
everything.
Alan, you use occult magic, right?
Primal.
Primal magic. Fascinating. Okay. Well, it is Volk's turn. As Volk is getting ready to go, I will say the Lycan Hulk cannot naturally spit fire at people. It got that ability from the Sanguine Flame using the Hands of Fire occult ritual on it.
Okay.
Volk is going to move into melee and try to intercept the Wolf Alpha down south, and see if it can find see if Volk can spot the other wolves down here that the Alpha Wolf might be amassing. One hit, 2 hits, a crit,
There we go.
and a 4th hit. Okay, well,
Uh-oh.
let's see. I don't think the Alpha Wolf can survive that.
Jeez.
7 damage plus 10 is 17 damage. Plus 13 more is 30 damage. Plus all of the fire damage from the enhanced weapon. Plus the crit. Yeah, the Alpha Wolf is gone. Now, what was going to be really cool about this Alpha Wolf is it, as Volk rode up to it, it seemed to repel the light from Volk's sword and torch. It had shadow armor, again, from the Sanguine Flame, and so all of its defenses were buffed, but not sufficiently to survive that onslaught.
Good job, my friend.
The combined forces of Arendor and Scaver are more than a match for these mangy animals.
I'm assuming that Melazog called that on hearing alone.
No, I have said I am getting snapshots. I'm getting
Yep.
Of our
rogues.
rave.
Absolutely, yeah, very like almost comic booky. Like you see a glimpse of the sword going up and the wolf's like body getting mangled, and then the sword going back down. On Duke's turn, he's going to do his very best to end this imp. Prove to everyone that he can be heroic. Nope. And it is Jasper's turn. You see Duke try to draw his dagger, but again, he is not used to being one-handed, and so the dagger is just stuck in the sheath.
I feel like it's still on the side of his previous hand. He's
Right.
Rust.
Clearly, they took away his dominant hand.
Yes.
Wow. Duke, that's all right. That's all right, Duke. Let me show you how it's done. Hold on a second. I flip open the top of my flask. Absolutely nothing happens. I shake it upside down. Hold on a second. I shut it again. I open the top of my flask. Does a 14 hit Fortitude?
It does.
Okay, amazing. For 9 points of necrotic damage.
No, I have so much to live for.
Now get in there. Get in the flask. Come on.
You consume that imp.
All right. Yeah, the first one's always a trick, Duke. You gotta get in their head a little bit. You hit him on the second one. All right. Hey, we should probably get up there. It's not looking too good. And I'm gonna take off on macaroni. With a solid 80 feet, I feel pretty confident coming about 30 up yonder and getting probably like right outside this edge of. You said there's flame on the ground of the grass here, so I'm gonna stay just on the outside of the flaming grass fire around this creature.
Sounds good. So the darker red is the luminosity from the creature itself, so you're not within like range of getting burned. The burning
Okay.
area is the bright yellow.
Okay, completely fine. And that'll be my turn.
All right. The kind of for narrative purposes, like the grass is burning just behind the sanguine flame, and it's starting to catch in the lower boughs of the tree there as well.
Wonderful.
The barely still alive imp is going to take a swipe at Quentin. And yeah, get a 21 to hit for 7 damage.
Sevens. All of these sevens.
What?
I know. And then it is going to fly away.
Hey, that's not nice.
It sticks its forked tongue out at you.
And Quentin coughs up some blood. He is blooded.
Okay.
No.
Okay, so the wolf that had been in hiding emerges and runs up to nip at Volk's heels. See if I can do any damage there.
Mistake.
That is a mistake. That's going to miss. And that brings us back to Ari, no longer flanking the Lycan Hulk.
This turn was going to be a lot cooler before.
Hey, Ari, enjoy an extra AP.
Yes.
Nice.
Ari is going to run up behind this Lycan Hulk. And the first thing she's going to do is she's just going to pull out her scythe. And she's like, all right, let's go. And she's going to try to trip it with her scythe. And just like leg sweep this wolf right to the ground.
Okay. Trip is against reflexes?
Yes, and since I am smaller than them, they get a -2 to their reflexes.
Nice.
And since I'm unseen, I rolled a 3 and a oh my god.
The 7 strike again.
Well, that's a 7 with rolling 2d20 and taking the higher. Which makes me super sad.
Yeah. I mean, no, I don't think
Oh,
there's any
an
way. I
8.
can-
There's an 8 because I have TA. I have
And you
2
got
TA.
the
So that's a
2
10.
TA.
That's 8. That's a 9.
It's a 9.
Does the 9 hit their reflexes -2?
I'm sorry, I missed one. Was the reflexes getting -2?
It's one of my abilities. I have the halfling small but mighty feature.
Gotcha. Yes, it sure does.
Yes.
So Ari just comes out of being invisible because I'm guessing this counts as an attack, right?
Yes.
Even though it's a trip maneuver. So Alan pretty much would be the only one that just sees Ari pop up on the other side, take her scythe, and just leg sweep this wolf from the back to make him go prone. And then she's just gonna be like, surprise! And then she's just gonna try to hit it with her scythe and just comes down on it.
Okay.
That's at a 12. 12.
And
13? 12. 12. I don't know what my T days are. 12. Because I'm seen now.
you are seen now. So a 12 is not going to hit. It sees the scythe coming down and kind of reverse of where you usually see wolves. It like does the thing where it gets its arms up in the way and you can't quite get at its throat.
And is that
So-
with the TA from prone and flanking?
So that would be
Prone is the one we were
13.
saying. Still, it doesn't quite hit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, That was really not exciting again. Sorry. That's Ari's whole turn, and she's just gonna try to Sparkles and see if Sparkles will
Yep, make your
do anything.
awareness check.
That's a
Oh
nat 20.
yeah, Sparkles will
Oh,
do exactly what you want.
Sparkles was fucking impressed. Sparkles will just come running. Come on, Mr. Sparkles. My bloodthirsty little creature.
Mhm.
Oh.
And that brings us to Alan.
All right.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hang on. I'm skipping a wolf here.
Ah.
The wolf crouching in the now the burning tree near the sanguine flame is gonna move up in between its master and macaroni and just try to get a mouthful of beef.
macaroni and beef. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
stroganoff
sounds
is on the
really
menu.
Boys.
That's a 17 to hit macaroni
Oh yeah.
for 7 more damage. And then it'll be Alan's turn.
Nathan,
All right.
not that this mattered, but I went back and looked up the invisible spell. It only ends when I deal damage, not when I attack.
Okay. We will rule that you're still invisible. The extra TA would not have hit, but you would get the roll
I would have had
2d20.
advantage, but we don't have to retcon it. But I was just looking up the spell.
Cool. All right. Well, you are still invisible.
Never mind. So you don't see the awesomeness of the wolf going down. It just goes down randomly.
On its own, yeah.
Yeah, this thing just dropped for no reason. Legs just jumped out from underneath it.
Mhm.
That was weird. All right. I'm gonna have Babe trample this thing once. Start with that. Ooh, 18. And
Nice.
for 8 damage. And then I'm actually gonna. I wasn't done with this thing over here yet. Spend an M cap to move up here, and I will be attacking with the rope.
Smart. Okay.
Cool.
So that was that Dex or Strength? That's Dex. So that's just a 10 versus
Against
AR.
armor rating, no. He sees that coming, and the a wave of heat from the fire kind of throws off the trajectory of your rope.
Okay, that's fair. Let's see. That leaves me with 3 AP. I'm gonna have, which I should have done this first. Have Blue move up. Then I'm gonna spend 1 AP to give it another action to pounce.
Nice.
Does a 14 hit AR?
It does.
Sweet. So that'll be 3 damage. Not a lot, but some.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to spend 1 more of my AP to have Blue use the help action. So we all have TA on it, which again, should have started with that.
Nice.
Let's see. That was. So I've got 1 AP left. I think I'll hold on to it.
Okay. Perfect. That's Melazog next. The Interregnus monsters have been defeated.
Okay. So MCAP to start moving. To go up and around 1 here. Now I gotta do some measuring for effectiveness. Like, am I effective at this range?
Yeah, the cliff passage leading up into this little mountainside is plenty wide when you're on foot, but it's getting kind of tight with all of these cattle.
And then I'm gonna use another one back. I'm gonna use another MCAP to position myself here.
Yeah, I like you're blind, so you bump into me. Oh, hold on, partner. Hey, I should announce myself. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm watching most of this from a very different point of view. Speaking of a very different point of view, my familiar is just going to move forward. Gonna have to spend. No, I'm not, because I only need to be within 10 feet. So I'm gonna move there. Put myself back on my bull. That puts me in effective range with most things. So first off, I'm going to use one action point to allow my familiar to use the help action, which it has a range of 10 feet on the burning wolf, the Lichen Hulk.
Okay.
Another AP for wrong sheet for demoralize against the sanguine. Only getting an 8 against willpower. I don't think that's going to be successful.
Not against the sanguine flame, no.
The next one's going to be the wolf, right? That is trying to be between myself or Macaroni and Wolf. It is now demoralized.
Okay.
At 23, I know that's going to overcome a wolf. I'm going to try to focus Ari against the sanguine flame. Don't ask me how. Mechanically, I can do it because she's within range. And it doesn't require sight. But
clarification, you said sanguine flame. Do you mean the Lichen Hulk?
yes, Lichen Hulk.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
It suddenly feels so much more focused.
So, yeah, I'm gonna stop there.
I once again forgot. So I forgot to do my bleeding. I went ahead and added that. I've also, for 2 rounds, forgotten to do my shield HP from bullish strength.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Yeah, go ahead and do that too, because that's a great combo there. Cancel each other out.
completely forgot about that. So 5 HP.
Nice.
Excellent.
All right. And I'm sorry, Corey, you said that was all for this turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold one action point, see who needs help where.
Okay. So the Sanguine Flame, having started its turn in a source of open flame, is going to regain some hit points. And then it's going to blast, do kind of a 1-2 blast against Alan. Just extend both of its hands out, Human Torch style, and just two beams of fire.
Okay.
A 21 and a 13, both against armor rating.
The 21 hits, the 13 does not.
Very good. That's going to be 6 fire damage. And then it's going to retreat. Tactically reposition, I should say. And that's it for the flames. That'll bring us back to Quentin, who is still suspended in the air from his familiar.
The flight doesn't stop midair, so he would be.
Oh, I see. Okay.
They have to. The airdrop at the end of the turn, no matter what happens, they have to go back down to the ground.
Gotcha. Okay.
I am just going to move myself so I could grab this other one, but the bird is actually going to chase down the imp and make an attack.
Nice.
And I'm going to move myself back so I don't forget where I was.
Yeah, I like the little sky battle going on up there.
But yeah, let's see. It is going to attack this thing. Does a 19 hit?
It sure does.
All right. For 6 damage.
Nice. Yeah, it takes him out.
Okay.
Clean strike.
Nice.
Cool.
All right. So we have 4 AP. What to do? We're going to 1 AP call the bird, our bird familiar back. And then for 1 more AP, have it carry us 30 feet forward. I guess 25 will go here.
Okay.
But I'll have it set up so it's kind of behind, so Quentin can be in front.
Okay.
And Quentin's going to be facing with his shield facing the wolf. He doesn't understand it's not going to do any good because I'm assuming because he's mounted, he's no longer one size, like my size or smaller. Talking about Alan.
Correct, but the positioning does make it harder for me to get to Alan and Babe.
Okay, well
to you because of like where your shield is.
We're gonna also 2 AP brace the extend more protection to the people behind us.
Okay.
They're supposed to be my size or smaller, so if it doesn't work, it doesn't work because he is on a bigger beast. And that's gonna be all. Actually, no, we're just gonna hold the shield and hold the last 2 AP because people are hurt. We're not even gonna brace. We're just gonna face the shield for now.
Okay, sounds good. So the wolf, the Lycan Hulk, will. Oh, that's so annoying. So it can do 2 actions. Standing from prone would be 1. Moving would be 1. Its bite has a reach. Its bite has a reach of 10 feet. Within 10 feet of it, there is a shield giving total cover to the 1 creature it could hit. There is an invisible creature that it doesn't know is there, and there are 2 familiars that don't have hit points.
Perfect isolation.
Excellent.
It will stand from prone. And spit a globule of fire at Jasper.
All right.
And it's Volk's turn.
It's a tough break, Wolf. Tough break.
This creature. Speaking of tough break for a wolf. Okay, yeah, that wolf is gone. 1 hit from Volk, followed by a miss, followed by another hit from Volk. That's enough damage.
Did you add the D6 to the first one?
So that would have been 14 total damage on the first. Oh no, it would have been. Yeah, I'm reading that right. It would have been 14 total damage on the first, which would have left the wolf with 1 hit point.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. I was like, I couldn't remember
So
if they were 14
close.
or 15.
Yeah, they're 15. So he's got 2 AP left. No, I'm sorry, he's got 0 AP left. He did 3 attacks. But he's got his MCAP. Before he moves, Quentin, did you want your workout to move up at all?
No.
Okay.
Kind of. The idea is, I'm not on it anymore either. I just wanted it to keep itself and Duke safe, and vice versa. Duke was supposed to try and help, but he can't get that darn blade out of his sheath. But
Right.
honestly, at this point, Quentin's more focused. Duke's kind of in control of it, so
Okay, well, it will stay there on your turn, and Duke may move it up on his turn.
okay.
He is content to take the dodge action and have the cow take the dodge action. So that'll bring us to Jasper.
What was the rule for the workout? Can they make 1 or 2 trample attacks on their turn?
For now, 2. I may debuff them later.
Okay, sweet. First things first, Macaroni is going to make 2 trample attacks versus this poor wolf that's in front of us. Ooh, not sure if a 9 is going to hit versus AR.
A 9 would not, but he's demoralized, so you have 1 TA. But a 10 also would not.
How rude of you. And the secondary attack only procs on a hit, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Second trample coming in as it kind of rears back down for a 17.
That'll do
Which
it.
I believe. So that's going to be 9 points of blunt
Nice.
and a
Okay.
secondary attack versus fortitude.
Okay.
Nice.
So the poor thing is now prone down in
bloodied.
front, prone and bloodied. Oh my goodness! I would say I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be mixing essence inside this. We'll just see what type of little cocktail I can make. And I'm gonna pop open the top of my flask, and we're gonna hope that it's not a 7. Oh my goodness, a 17
17. All right.
for 15 points of necrotic damage against this poor little wolf.
Yeah. So it goes down in a bloody heap, and then from its wounds, this miasma of like just silvery energy draws up. Yep.
And I clasp the top of the flask shut, and I don't have any MCAP left. I'm gonna roll over my 2 remaining action points, and that's gonna be my turn.
Awesome. And that'll bring us to Ari.
All right, let's try this really cool thing again. First, I'm gonna roll to trip this beast again.
Would it affect you to have an extra AP?
Probably.
I'm gonna give it to you.
Okay. So this is against the ref -2. Oh, well,
Nice.
that's a nat
Wow.
20. So that also
Okay.
gives me an extra spell point because I have you
Ooh.
racking them up.
Is
So
that-
he's prone.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that what?
Knock it prone. I didn't remember if you were going for damage or for prone. So.
Oh, prone. And then this time I'm going for damage.
Okay.
So that's a 16, 17, 18 to hit.
That hits.
It's 19.
19.
19 to hit?
Yeah.
Okay. For 7 damage, this will finally bring Ari out of invisible. As she
Okay.
pops out, she's like, "Ah!" And she stabs it. And she's like, "Hi guys!" And then she pops invisible again. And casts invisibility a second time. And that is what she will do with that extra AP. And her
Perfect.
turn.
All right.
Oh.
You crit on your previous Sparkle, so Sparkle can do whatever you want.
Sparkle is going to be Sparkle and try to chase down this Sanguine Flame, but is going to be 5 feet too short. So
If Sparkle were a large creature.
Sparkles is going to run 40 feet past off the map and head off this guy
Okay.
so that if he still tries to run this way, Sparkles is going to get him.
Amazing.
That will be Sparkle's turn.
All right.
Sparkles is over there,
And,
Get him,
too.
Sparkles.
Alan, you are up.
All
If you want
right.
to do
I will
ballistic
take
strength,
my
and just do
bleeding,
like -1.
and then I'll do my, and then gain 3. Sweet.
Nice. It's a good combo. I like that.
It works. Makes it a little less problematic. So I'm gonna start with you get him, Blue, and Blue is gonna run up and he will pounce. Well, he will use the help action first, given TA for another round, then pounce. So that'll be a not
Oh.
hitting.
Oof.
And let's see, it took me two of my AP to do that, and I had saved one from last round, so I've got 4 left. I'm gonna move up just a hair and try to rope it again. So this will be, that's a 10. So
Yeah, 10 is not going to do it.
let's try that one more time.
There you go.
There we
Hey.
go.
Nice.
So it is restrained now and grappled with the rope, which means I'm going to spend another MCAP to drag it back.
Nice.
Now we know who Sparkle's not gonna like. It's not me.
I think it's still half movement at that size. I think you have to be huge to go full movement with a medium creature.
Okay. So we'll go back 20.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to move with it. And
Very nice.
let's see, that was all my
Very
AT,
cool.
all my
Very
MCAP.
cool.
Yeah, there we go. That'll be my turn.
All right. Melazog is up next. Sanguine Flame after that.
Okay. So starting off, my familiars can use the help action against the Lycan Hulk.
Okay.
All right, I'm not going to worry about that just yet. I'm going to start. First chance of Sanguine. Attempt to demoralize. That's the wrong one. It'd still be a 7.
Okay. 7
Against
demoralizes
willpower.
against. Okay. Against willpower, that's not quite gonna do it.
Yeah. Then against the Lycan Hulk, going for the same thing. It's because I can't see.
I know.
It's-
The dice are telling the story. Like it fits.
I know you're doing something very good out there, Ari. Please do as continue to do as good as you are doing. So focused against the Lycan Hulk, and I'm gonna apply the same thing for Alan against the Sanguine Flame.
Nice.
Sweet.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna my turn.
All right.
And remind me one time what that does again.
It's an additional TA.
Additional TA. Okay.
And Corey, your war cow or let's see, your familiar already went, but anything from your noble steed?
At the moment, we do not have to move. We
All right.
do not want to get any closer.
We're just
We're
chilling.
fine.
Nice. All right, the Sanguine Flame. It is going to just try to burn its way out instead of trying to like wriggle itself free from this restraint. So restrained, I want to say is TD on attacks.
1 second. Usually I have that pulled up and ready.
Yeah. Roll 2d20 and use the higher when attacking a restrained creature. Otherwise, it is grappled. Which is just 0 feet movement.
Mhm.
Okay. So, yeah, it's just going to try to double blast you again with its beams of fire. Getting, a 23 and a 21.
Ouch. This is going to hurt.
Yeah, that's well, not that much. It's a total of 6 fire damage.
That could be worse.
And it would love to move, but it can't. So that's I forgot it had those. What am I doing? It has 2 awesome abilities I haven't been using. All right, Quentin, your turn.
Okay. Gosh, you're supposed to be using all these abilities so we could guess what this thing is.
Oh, the Sanguine Flame has 2 abilities I've been forgetting about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The Lycan Hulk, I'll throw out one more hint. It doesn't have very many memorable abilities, so it will be kind of tough to guess.
Okay.
Great hit.
Well, first things first, our burb is going to fly down and attack this guy. Oof. No, he's not.
No, not with that.
He's just using his wings to fan the flame, not knowing it's helping more than hurting. Not sure. Like, there's so much going on here. Quentin's like looking around. He doesn't know where to aim this shield. This is the biggest thing in front of him, but this fire thing behind us is starting forest fires, and that really unnerves him. He's gonna grit his teeth. I mean, he's got 6 AP right now.
Does that require?
We are going to. Quentin's going to reach up and draw more tendrils from his temples, but instead of being light and bright, they're dark and just shadowy. And he's going to toss them out in front of this Lycan Hulk as he's casting Light and Shadow.
Okay.
And he's going to create a sort of an illusionary image, shadowy image of Volk, because Volk is down there just destroying. He's on his way up, so now there's a twin Volk
Okay.
in front of the Hulk to see if he could try and just get some distraction going here. That leaves him with 3 AP. We're gonna hold off there.
Sounds good. So it is the Lycan Hulk's turn next, and I was looking over its stats again. My comment about it not having cool things is true in regards to attacks. It does have a couple features that will help it out here. So it is going to stand from prone again. And it's going to breathe fire at this tree, creating a kind of ring of embers as the fire catches on the leaves and causes this kind of smoky disc. And it steps into that portal and appears next to its master over here, emerging from another tree in similar fashion.
Damn it.
So mechanically, these trees aren't going to continue burning, but imagine that they each briefly catch as it kind of passes between them. And that's its whole turn, unfortunately. Standing and moving. And it will be Volk's turn next. Shadow Volk will act aggressive and draw attention as
Hoity, hoity,
actual
hoity.
Volk charges in. Going to be difficult to avoid the fire. charges up to the Lycan Hulk and just starts doing what Volk does. Fire. Yeah, this thing is not immune to fire. Took both of the bulls MCAP to get up there. That is... Ooh. Volk is a little bit off his game.
Oof.
Seeing another Volk, he gets distracted. He's like, what's going on here?
The wrong person.
Right. And he doesn't quite land a blow on the Lycan Hulk.
Are you tracking both the help, which would be TA from the bird, because it doesn't say it has to stay within range?
I am not tracking. I was not tracking that, so it still misses. Because of the fun way that resist works, though, the heat actually connects. So I will roll for that.
Okay.
Just as the wolf kind of shies away from the heat of Volk's blade. In theory. Okay, that one does some damage. And Duke will dodge, and it's Jasper's turn.
Wow, it's getting a little bit crowded over there. So I'm literally just going to move up just a little bit behind where we've got Alan and Babe, trying to avoid the flames as well. And now that I have 2 additional action points that I've carried over from previous, I am going to open my flask. And I'm gonna swirl it towards the sanguine flame here. This is be again versus fortitude. First is a 14.
That will hit.
It's gonna take 15 points of necrotic damage.
It will take none of that.
Is it noticeable? Or
Yes.
is it something? Okay.
Yeah. So you go to pull the essence out, and there's just nothing there.
I imagine it's also a very like disappointing look overall. There's a very like, oh yeah, I got this, and I begin to swirl. Literally nothing happens once again. I'm like, damn it. So I direct my attention over towards the Lycan Hulk for the incoming next 2. 22 versus the Lycan
22
Hulk.
hits. Yes.
To see if that'll be 9 points of necrotic damage.
All right. It takes it. It has damage reduction, so it reduces it by 2, but it does take the damage.
All right. I begin to swirl the flask harder for the 3rd and final attack. 13 versus fortitude.
That one's not going to hit.
Okay.
Tough
right,
luck
well,
with
that's
the essence of these guys.
It's tough. Some people got more essence than others. That's all right, though.
All right. Ari.
Running away. Ari's gonna just run her little legs all the way up to the other side of this. Like, oh, just God damn it! Stop running! Stop going away from me! And
Do you ever see those like videos of people on treadmills at like a full sprint? That's kind of what I'm imagining.
yeah, exactly. Gotta get there. And she's just gonna take a swipe at it with her ore scythe.
I will be giving you an extra AP.
Okay, that is a 17, 18, 19, 20 to hit.
That hits.
Cool. That's 7 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to bank that AP because I have 1 left and nothing to use it on.
Perfect.
And then Sparkles is super pissed off and is going to run back and just end 5 feet short again.
Excellent.
Okay, Sparkles.
Alan, you're up.
Got this.
All right. Oh, okay. So first things first, I will take my bleeding damage if I can click on the right screen here. And then I'll gain my shield HP. Ooh, just balancing each other out.
Yeah.
Got 5 AP to work with. I've got this. It's still restrained, correct?
It is still restrained.
Sweet. So Blue is going to move up and use the help action and then pounce.
Okay.
So that'll be, and this will be 2d20 and taking the higher, but yeah, I think the first attack did it anyways.
Yes.
For 4 damage.
Okay.
And what to do next? Got 3 AP left and 2 MCAP with the cow. Decisions.
hmm
I
I'm
think
kind of
I'm
running
gonna
through my
take.
defense options right now too, because I'm getting worried for these guys.
I think knowing that I've got a bunch of things that I've been just randomly collecting over time in my inventory, I'm gonna grab one of these extra skulls with extra eyes carved into them,
Okay.
and I'm gonna just chuck it at the sanguine flame.
Okay. Improvised throne. Bludgeon.
Yes, and that'll be rolling 2 and taking higher. With TA, that's a 17
That hits.
or 7 damage.
Okay. Except as you go to throw the skull, the Lycan Hulk will kind of protectively dart its head in the way, and it will take the blow instead.
Oh, such a good
Okay.
puppy.
Fucking hated that thing.
All right. Well, that was interesting. So we're gonna spend an MCAP to move right there. You want to
Squeeze in
take
all
the
the
damage? You
cows.
can take the damage.
Uh-huh.
And we're gonna make a trample attack against it.
Okay.
Ugh. How much TA is going on with this thing right now?
Effective for you too.
Just 2.
2?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
Flanking
does
and
10 hit?
helping. 10 is not going to hit. No, not with the hooves of your cow.
Fair enough. Yeah, that'll. I will hold over 1 AP.
All right. And Melazog will be up after that.
Okay. I know what this thing is, and if I were
Okay.
to scroll through the list, I could give you the name. However, I cannot remember the name off the top of my head, and I don't like scrolling the list. So eventually, I'll give you the name when I remember what it is. Anyway, to get my familiar down there, I got to use a lot of AP, I think.
It's been fun watching kind of the cogs turning on your head, Corey, as I've been describing these attacks.
It's not a wilting warden, is it?
No, but you're very close.
I knew it.
I mean, 2 AP will. So it's AP and one of mine for it to come down here. Another one of mine for it to use the help action against the Lycan Hulk.
Okay.
See, the defensive one is what kind of gives it away for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'm gonna attempt to demoralize each of them. First one against the Lycan Hulk. For
willpower,
12
right?
is willpower, yes.
Yes, it is demoralized.
All right, and second one against the.
Oh,
Nice.
it's so demoralized.
Super.
All right, and then that will be my turn.
Nice. The sanguine flame, still restrained, is. I guess it'll try to get out of its restraints. So breaking the grapple is going to be a strength against your fortitude or... I'm sorry, I need to know this. I should know this. It comes up all the time.
It
It would be
It's
my
up to you.
fortitude or reflexes. It would be your choice of strength or dex versus my choice of fortitude or reflex.
Yep. It will use strength to try to break out of these ropes. Well, with a 7, that's not going to do it. Flavor-wise, this is just, it's trying to burn through your ropes. Mechanically, if it succeeds, it's not going to damage your rope. I'll just say, like, you can
Okay.
patch it up later.
Sure.
It will just attempt the same thing again.
That
And
is 2 actions for restrained.
you're right. It's going to cry. It's Malazog's turn. I'm sorry, Quentin's turn.
Okay.
Yeah, I like to wait to remind people of that until after they've done it.
Yeah, don't I know that?
There's so much going on. It's like, how does he like be the shield wall here?
Surrounded by cows.
Right. Can't really push through these guys either.
Yeah, it gives a new meaning to the expression beefcake.
Forest Warden.
You got it. You got it.
Okay.
1 AP for, or 1 TA for 3 rounds.
Sorry. Sorry.
Well, we're going to start. The Burb is going to make an attack.
Okay.
See how he does down there against the Sanguine Flame.
Okay, 2d20 and keep the higher. You hit, but you can crit fish.
No crit, but still a hit.
Yes.
For 5 damage.
All right.
And then we're going to spend 1 AP to bring our familiar up to grab us. Oh my gosh, everybody's everywhere. I guess. I guess we're just
the donut.
Right. We're just going to get flown down here for another AP.
Okay. And your shield, is it going to be blocking, like providing full cover from the Sanguine Flame or the Lycan Hulk?
We're going to say the Sanguine Flame.
Okay.
And with that, I guess we're just going to... So that's 2. We carried over... So we still have 5 AP here. So I guess we're just gonna swing twice and hold 1 AP over. We're gonna try and
Sure.
just
Would you accept an extra AP for an extra attack?
no save it
Okay.
for somebody who actually has meaningful attacks. He kind of gives a side glance over at the blind Melazag back there. No. And we're gonna try and just nope.
Oh no.
Attacking the Lycan Hulk or the Sanguine Flame?
Lycan Hulk.
Okay.
So that was a whiff, but we have 1 more of those. There's a 14.
Unfortunately, also a whiff.
Well, it'd be 15, but yeah, I think it still misses.
Yeah.
16,
16.
17. Sorry, because it's demoralized.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
flanking. I helped.
That
So
doesn't-
sorry.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
17 hit.
Can I have an 18?
I don't think we've got that.
I don't think
It's not
so.
prone or anything, is it?
It's not prone.
That's what I get for choosing to attack.
I brush its fur. And
Dang
yeah,
it,
that's
he's
what
the one that petted that dog.
that's why we didn't
Right.
want that extra AP. That's
Yeah.
that's gonna be it for Quentin.
All right. So it's the Lycanholk's turn now, and it has a problem because it's mad at Ariri. It's scared of Volk. It likes to prey on weakness, which right now is Alan, just in terms of health. And its master is telling it to attack Quentin. And the cows look yummy. So it's got 6 viable targets within 5 feet of it. I am just going to roll 1d6, starting with Ari and going clockwise to see who it attacks. Ari.
Fair. That's very fair.
In any of the targets, it has reason to attack. So 2 bites. Ari, a 12 against armor rating.
12 does not hit.
Okay.
6 does
And
not
a
either.
6. All right.
Wow. Okay.
And it's Volk's turn. This is fine, said the burning dog.
You could just be our friends
16.
too.
16
19.
misses. Oh, that's right. Thank
I mean,
you.
with all the pluses, though,
Yeah,
that's
19
definitely
hits.
gonna hit.
Yep. 15 misses. And a 20 hits. So 7 plus 10, that's 17 sharp damage, plus 9 fire damage for a total of 26 damage, minus the damage reduction from 2 hits is going to be a total of 22 damage to that creature,
Damn.
which was more than
Okay.
half of its remaining health. It went from kind of okay to very bloodied.
Volk is bringing the pain.
He is. The illusory Volk is just like, yeah, get him. And the war cow is gonna try to do the same thing.
There you go, war cow.
Oh,
Yeah, the war cow gets a hit.
It's a good try, war cow.
And I mean, he knocks the wolf prone.
Thing's
Oh my
having a bad
gosh.
day.
It
honestly.
is. Duke will dodge. It is Jasper's turn.
Give some head pats.
But can you please describe like the dodging maneuver we got Duke doing over here?
Yeah, I
Dip
mean,
it and dive it.
Crouching behind the cow.
if anyone glances back at Duke, it's actually kind of a sympathetic or empathetic or just pathetic kind of appearance. He's
All
like
aesthetics.
all the aesthetics. He has this expression on his face like he wants to help, and he's so unused. Like it's his first day as an amputee, and he can't get his blade out, and so he's like, "Well, I'm useless. My friends, they're okay, but if they weren't, I couldn't do anything about it." So he's not having a good day right now.
It's okay, Duke.
Poor buddy.
Yeah,
I feel bad for Duke.
and
All right.
it's your turn.
All right. Well, this is stupid. I'm going to be using the once per catching your breath action to bull rush, but because of how clustered everything is around here, I'm literally going to take my like full movement to come down here, to then line up the appropriate rush to come in to get the sanguine flame.
Okay.
So I'm like dialing it in so I don't trample anybody else. All right. So this will be versus AR. Be an 18 versus AR,
Wow.
plus if there's any madness going on.
Hey, it'd be a dirty 20.
Yeah.
Is it still 2d20 to hit?
It is still 2d20 to
Oh.
hit if you'd like to crit fish.
I mean, you'll always crit fish, yeah.
Yeah.
Darn.
All right.
All
So
right.
14 damage.
14 points of sharp damage, and then proc a secondary attack if it's still up.
The Lycanholk will interpose itself and take that.
Okay. Ooh, can I still proc the second attack then?
Yes, but it's already prone. But the bull
Gotcha.
rush is for something else, right?
It stacks bleeding as well.
Okay, yeah, you can go ahead.
All right, this will be against fortitude, only a 10.
No, this thing is tougher than
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Does TA stack with TA for the secondary attacks as well, or is that just the first one? Because it would be a 12 otherwise.
Mm.
A 12 would not make a difference.
Okay. I was
So we'll
just
go
curious
either way.
which way it would go.
Yeah, I remember there being a weird rule about TA that we went back and forth on. I think it would still work, but I can't say with 100%
Wait.
certainty right now.
Gotcha.
And would the restrained roll 2d20 and take the higher work with secondary attacks?
Restrained is when attacking, so yes, it would. The second would also apply.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Because I'm gonna say because it transferred over to the
Yeah.
wolf, you don't get the 2d20 keep higher.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I again, more just like questions.
Yeah.
Um,
Helps us all solidify our understanding of the system a little better.
All right. I'll make 2 of the enhanced essence thirst at the Lichen Hulk then, even
Okay.
though it's not doing quite as much as I would like it to do. First one comes in for a 19.
That will hit.
Sweet. Total will be 12 points of necrotic.
Okay.
Second one comes in for even higher.
Nice.
Let's go for an additional 9 points of necrotic.
Yeah, Jasper, describe how you take down
Yes!
the flaming Lichen Hulk, blessed by the sanguine flame to gain fire powers that it shouldn't have had.
Yes. Well, again, it comes in. I'm attempting to bull rush the sanguine flame. It interposes and gets in there, pissing me off. I said, well, get in the flask then if you're not going to be good for anything else. And I'm just going to like hold with both hands as I'm trying to suck every ounce of its essence into that. And it looks almost like I'm pulling it closer and closer to my body until finally there was a slight and it is just dried and emptied.
Ugh.
And then I'm going to put the flask topper on. I'm going to give it a little shake. I'm going to say, all right, my work here is done. All right, you all wrap this up. That's it.
Perfect. Ari.
Jasper, I feel like we need to talk about that.
It's been a while. It's been a while since I had anything to eat. You know this, Ari. I'm sorry. I didn't tell the others, though. That was probably a shock.
I was just holding things back for a moment, waiting for this to end before I start bombarding you with questions.
We got a lot of things we're going to have to take care of real quick after this. Everyone's got to get real cool about some things real quick.
Before Ari can even take her turn, Sparkles is gonna also bull rush and trample because Sparkles is real bad right now, and I think it's funny. So we're gonna crush fit. Nope. Okay, so that is 9 sharp damage
Okay.
and that 20 for making it prone and giving
Yep.
it and then Sparkles will do a trample attack on it, which is a 20 something to hit
Okay.
for 9 more damage.
Can you describe Sparkles' killing blow?
Sparkles
Nice.
has been very angry this whole time because every time Sparkle tries to chase something, it's either right out of rage or it dies. So Sparkle sees Jasper attempt to kill this big wolf that Sparkles has been chasing. And it's just like, fuck no. And this little tiny pygmy cow is the size of a dog just comes full force with its horns and just stabs right into the sanguine flame. It is just standing there with like it stabbed on its horns. It's super proud of itself.
Artists, you know what to do.
Good
That is
job,
awesome.
Sparkles. I knew you were special.
That was incredible.
I'm sorry to say I didn't really see much.
Oh. I like to imagine that you're also like accidentally turned around backwards at this point.
Oh, absolutely.
Awesome. All right, we're going to take our intermission now. So we will be back at, we'll say, 9:25 Eastern. That's about 13 minutes from now. Anyone on stream, And that was a little bit over half our normal stream time, so the second half is going to be a little bit shorter. But we will see you all shortly.
Bye, everybody.
Hey, welcome back, everyone. Let's jump back into MythCraft Legends. We, prior to the intermission, had a showdown between the party and a variety of lycanthrope or lycanthrope adjacent creatures that were in cahoots with a sanguine flame, which is a fiend that buffed up the wolves, the lycanthropes, with shadow armor and hands of fire, or rather jaws of fire, given that they're wolves. But the party was triumphant in no small part thanks to the heroics of their bull army, especially Sparkles. And so, for all of you adventurers, you are able to continue the evening's travel. It will eventually come time to make camp. You planned on a several-day circuit in your expedition. So,
Nathan, can I interrupt you really quick?
Yes.
The bodies that Jasper finished off with his flask, they're still there, correct?
Yes. Raisined up, shriveled.
Yes, correct. Before we leave this place, I think Jasper would gather everybody and be all right. Well, we got a couple of options here. We can go ahead and we can.
I don't mean to interrupt, but you can keep going. I need to go put that out. And Quentin's going to go over and start putting out the forest fire.
Wait,
Yes,
there was still a fire
only
burning?
Only you can protect us from that. Thank you very much. All right, what I was saying, we got a couple options here. We can go ahead and we can stake these right now, or if we think some of these might be beneficial to us in the future, they'll wake up here in a couple days, and maybe we could see if we can put them to work for us. So I'm gonna let you all have some choice on how we go about this.
What do you mean they're gonna wake up?
Well, here in a couple days, we're going to come with a hankering for essence, very much like myself here, blessed with the abilities of the Shadowcroft. It's just something that happens. But we could take care of them right here, right now. We got a couple of days before they make that turn. But then again, I mean, this big old... I slap the desiccated wolf body. I'm just saying right here, could be remarkably beneficial and helpful to us with us as its new master once it comes to.
And you maintain control no matter what of these beings when you bring them back in your way?
That'll be the first time I ever tried it myself. I mean, I usually don't do this, but I figured we got a big old powerful group right here. This would be a great opportunity to try.
That seems like an awful big gamble. I would think. I mean, that thing was pretty tough to start with.
That would also be my fear, right?
Hold on, Melizog, turn around. You're facing the wrong way again.
Oh, I'm sorry. As he moves up to the rest of the group, facing backwards still. I just, if we wanted to keep maybe one of the smaller ones that were not so hard to deal with, that you defeated in that way, like, wasn't there an imp or something small that tried to bite at me that you also defeated like that?
Yeah, I was already thinking about that. I was going to keep one of them for myself, if that's okay with everybody. I don't want to impose. I wanted to have a conversation about this, but yes, I would like to bring back that imp as a Shadowcroftian volunteer for the tavern.
Well, right. So my thoughts on that are to make sure that you have control over them before we, and he points completely behind him, thinking he's pointing at the big one, before we bring the big one forward. Because the last thing I think any of us want to do is to fight that thing now able to drain our essence as well.
Speak for yourself.
Wait,
Seeing Melizag point at him as he's finishing putting the fire out and looking at the group. Oh, what? No, I wouldn't fight you guys. You're my friends.
I mean, that thing could make a heck of a mount.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
right,
You know-
but if we're not controlling it, there might be the problem of it wakes up and tries to eat you.
Guys, it's dead.
Back
Well,
when I
he
was
said
in a
it's gonna
Smacks
cult,
it again. Smacks it again.
I think I could bring it under tow. I mean, you know, I could give it a shot for sure.
back when I was in a cult, we would have skinned it and then stretched its skin out to make a big like kite, and then the face would have been kind of hanging down and it would look really menacing. It also would ensure that it couldn't come back to life because it'd just be flapping skin.
Well, that's horrifying. But
I want to do that.
Thanks for joining us, Duke.
I'm glad to be here. I'm sorry I couldn't be much help. Seems
Yeah,
like you
well-
guys did okay though.
What happened back there, Duke? Well, you kind
It's
of
hard to draw a knife when you've only got one hand. I suppose I could have used my teeth. I'm just now thinking of that.
Oh. I'm not sure you probably wanted to teach these things.
it's all right, buddy. We'll make a decent hand out of you yet, he says as he kind of slaps him on the shoulder.
Well, I'll lend a hand when I can, but I am limited. in
Hold
my
on to that
currency.
last one.
So are we skinning these? It's got 2 daggers out.
I've grasped the dead body of the imp. Oh, I'm keeping this one. No skin in this one. You sure y'all want to? You sure y'all not interested in?
Was that the only two you
companionship?
did that too?
I think so. Yeah.
Or there was a wolf too, wasn't there? One of the smaller wolves?
Yeah. I did suck up that wolf too. It's a small pile over here. By we got a small imp. We got the wolf, and then we got the big wolf. I'm just
Tell
saying.
you
it's a
what,
lot of-
I don't
It's a
reckon
lot of
I
optional
wanna-
real estate.
I don't want to fight this here big thing, but maybe we'll take that wolf there too. I'll
Yeah,
tie him up, and we can take that along with us. That'll be our trial run.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
mean-
talking about real estate and investments, it just feels like it is the right time to go big because we are in a really bullish market.
Oh, Duke. All right.
I will support whatever decision you all come to. I'm just rather curious as to if you can control it or not. Because if you can control it, then it may be beneficial for us from now on to whittle most enemies down and then let you finish them like that and amass an army in that way.
So yeah, there'd be a lot of help around the tavern. I'll tell you that.
Or to like deal with all of these cults as well.
Oh yeah, right. Oh, of course, of course.
I'm a
All right.
little confused on what's gonna happen with all these things, but are they just gonna be extensions of you, or are they gonna have minds and souls of their own? Are you trying to enslave people?
No. Oh, you're throwing around such heavy and hateful words. I'm not trying to enslave anybody. I'm just saying they're going to arise with the power of undeath here in a couple of days. And if we want to be the folks to, direct their hand and give them a course of action, I mean, I'm just saying it seems like a prime market, like Duke was saying just a moment ago. We could seize this opportunity for our own devices.
So you're not guaranteed control over their actions
I mean,
once you come back.
I mean, are any of us really guaranteed control over any of our own actions? I mean, no, but it's a risk I'm willing to take because you all are so brave and mighty. I believe if I ever were to try this, it'd be with the group assembled here.
Well, now I mean, if they're still mostly animalistic after this, I mean, still just got the mind of a beast. I think I could take a good crack at bringing them to heel. Training them up. I got some experience with it.
I just don't think we should do the big one. If you want to take the wolf, absolutely.
Why not try all three and see what happens?
That's right, Duke. Duke got an open mind.
If we're gonna do this, let's just We got to treat them right. Are we in agreement that we're gonna take care of them? Yes.
As long as they do not try to bite me. Yes.
Right. If they attack us,
yes.
then
Oh yeah,
but
we'll put them
otherwise,
back down. Yeah,
We'll
we'll give them
of
a
course,
chance.
of course. Okay.
So I can't skin the big one to give Sparkles a new coat?
Oh, not yet, Ari. We
I
might
mean,
get a
I
chance
kind of want to
soon,
give
though.
Sparkles a new coat. That was epic.
I mean, as big as that thing is, we
Imagine
won't get a
Sparkles
coat out
with
of
a
it.
wolf head. All right.
All right, do it if you want. If you want to do it. That's fine.
No, we can tow the big body with all your cows.
It seems like a lot of work toting that thing around, and
Well, it's a good thing we got all these bulls. We'll just drag them along.
All right. Well, I'm telling you, I'll know, I'll feel it whenever they're all coming to. There's a little bit of a connection to them because I was the one, that gifted them with this beautiful abilities of undeath. So I'll warn you all before they're all coming to. We can stop where we're at. We can form a perimeter around them and prepare for it. I mean, it seems like a controlled environment. We're out in the woods. It'd be just great.
If that's what you believe and we all agree, I think it would be an interesting experiment.
How
I
far
like
are we
that.
away from the dungeon? Can we get the big wolf down in the hole and just set it free?
we're going a whole different way, I think. He kind of looks up.
I don't know where we are.
I'm still confused on the directions. I don't know why we're heading so west.
Well, because we need to find some knights that seem to have went
Oh,
missing,
that's right.
and then once we find them, we're gonna circle back around. But I'm not going to be very effective at hitching this wolf to any cow, though I am more than willing to allow mine to be hitched to, if you all wish to do this.
I'm just saying, it seems like it's a good experiment. We see what happens. It could be fun.
It could be quite fun. It could bolster our numbers and make us stronger.
Whatever we do, just not that one. He points at the sanguine flame.
No, I didn't like that one either.
How do we make sure this doesn't happen?
I think he said we had to stake them.
as a
Well,
quick
that one-
reference in terms of the time we're talking about, I changed this map over to show a number of hours based on the ruler tool.
That's cool.
So had you gone due south to where the pin originally was, you could get there and back in a long day. That's what you did at first.
Yeah.
Now you are looking at maybe a 4 to 5 day round trip, depending on how much you hustle and depending on how long it takes to find things that aren't there.
Well, we got like a week's worth of rations and everything else,
Mhm.
so that we could make this 4 or 5 day round trip.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah, you are equipped for the whole thing. It's just a matter of dragging these corpses and how and when they may reawaken.
I mean, I'll tell you right now, above table, this is the option, folks. This is what we got to raise an army. This is
I'm
in
with
game. You all decide in game.
I said it in game. If you have control, we can build an army and really fight these cults.
And-
Yeah.
And Alan's already on board for training these things. Like he
I
should
just-
become the official. What's the guy called that trains horses for races?
Hmm.
I mean, he's with it.
Just for the know-how and to be safe rather than sorry, can we do that stake thing to this guy? He's kind of poking at the sanguine flame.
He's already staked through with the horns of Sparkles.
Yeah, I don't think that one's a problem. Sparkles ate that one.
Wait, Sparkles ate someone?
I wouldn't put it past Sparkles. It's just part of a bison.
Oh, so all these things here aren't gonna come back.
No, it's only the ones that I sucked up that juice into my flask.
Oh, I'm still a little confused, but okay.
It's a lot to unpack. I get it. All right, well, I'm gonna start hitching this thing up then. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I feel like a couple. Alan would help tie up the big one between a couple of the bulls, probably his own and Melizog's, and then sling the wolf over the back of his as well, the small wolf.
Yeah, I stuffed the imp in my bag.
That was exactly what I was hoping was going to happen.
Perfect.
Quentin's gonna go over and get up on the Callum the cow along with Duke.
Mhm.
Do you want to set up at least for now a better way to blade things with that knife of yours?
That would be really helpful. Do you have like some leather cords we could attach it to my stump and I could
Yeah,
just
that's
stick people
just
with
what
it?
I was thinking. And he's gonna start unwrapping some of the leather bracelets around one of his forearms and help tie the handle to the stump so the sheath is pointing out, but the sheath is still there. That he could use the other hand to just pull the sheath off when needed.
Perfect. All right. Yeah, that works really well. Thank you. I'll be more helpful next time.
Okay. I'm glad you stayed safe.
So you will progress deeper into the woods, which you already knew, but now you have re-verified to be dangerous. So I'd like for someone to make an awareness check at sheltering if you have it. If not, then add something like sheltering. Pitch me on what it would be.
Well, we have lots of sheltering over here, so
Okay.
well, not
Would
lots.
you take
but
nature to, like, intellect nature to find
we're
a
too
decent
focused.
space?
Yikes.
I will take nature. Yes.
16.
Nice. So, Quentin, you find what looks like it would be a nice kind of comfortable cave, but once you get in, or once you push past the branches a little bit, you see that it's actually just a ravine. So any rain would just flood you out. But after progressing a little bit further, Alan is able to find kind of a thicket where the kudzu and other kind of overgrowth offer enough shelter from the elements that the wind and the mist are kind of kept outside, and you push through into the kind of the inside of the thicket where there's just dead plant matter that's kind of softening the ground, a lot of pine straw and that kind of stuff. So you're able to set up camp there. I would like for you all to establish a watch order for the night.
Would anyone mind if I took the last watch? Therefore, I could have hopefully have my vision again.
Good plan.
I'm happy to take whatever's best for the party. Just let me know when I need to stay up while you're all sleeping.
Nathan, before we decide, could I roll like a tracking or investigating to see if there's anything around this area to be concerned about? As in, like, who's on the first watch needs to be a little bit more
Sure.
attentive.
Tell me again the skills you were looking at.
I have tracking, investigating, perceiving.
Investigating, please.
Sure. That's a nat
Ooh,
20 for
nice.
26.
Okay.
So you very distinctly remember a map, and according to this map, you are dead center in the lair of the Cult of the Pumpkin. Beyond that, given your familiarity with the region, Ari, you know that there are no permanent outstanding threats here. Obviously, lycanthropes are a concern. They may be migratory. They may be likely linked to the cult that had to do with like the moons But according to the map, that was north of where you are now. So either they've traveled or they're unaffiliated. Permanent threats, you should be good.
Guys, we have to be really careful. I remember this is where the pumpkin was on that map.
Oh,
Then do we want to rest here or should we push on?
I don't know.
I mean, it seems like a pretty good place to rest. I can do some stuff here to help us out a little bit, especially if it's lycanthropes.
Just gotta watch really closely for pumpkins.
okay. I'll take first watch. Keep us safe. I'll tend to the fire and make sure we're warm.
I'll take second watch.
Should we even have a fire, or will that expose us? Do you think that the bushes will conceal the fire enough?
I think if whatever is here is gonna find us, it's already going to happen. The fire will help us if it does give us sight.
Are we scared of possible magic around here or anything like that? I don't trust cults.
Well, with the chance of lycanthropes being around here, let me do what I usually do, keep myself under control during a full moon here. And with that, he would start doing the lunar circle invocation, which would create a 60-foot radius circle with an invisible circumference. Whenever a creature enters this circle, it reverts to its original form if it was not in its original form. And creatures that revert to their original form this way take 2d8 radiant damage. It also outlines invisible creatures, making them concealed instead of unseen.
Okay, nice.
Melazog starts to bleed from his eyes.
Oh God.
I'm about to see how much damage real quick. I need to get some SP back. It's supposed to be 5d4. Wait a minute.
Whoa! That's a lot of blood out of the eyes.
Sorry, I hit 5 instead of 4. 5d4.
Yeesh,
Nice.
that's
A little bit better.
Yeah, so I take 11 damage, get 5 SP back, and then cast Sense Magic.
All right, Sense Magic.
So with Sense Magic, for the duration, which is 10 minutes, I sense the presence of magic within the radius, which is 60 feet in this way. You can sense magic affecting an object, a creature, or an ambient environment. When you sense magic, you may spend 1 AP on your turn to learn the magic's source and its function. Upcharge for additional time, for additional SP. I'm hoping I can get that off before the lunar circle. Because if not, then I'm definitely going to feel the lunar circle.
It takes me an hour to cast that.
Yeah, so with Sense
It
Magic,
takes me, it's Conjuring 1, so
yeah, 20 seconds.
yeah.
Over the 10 minutes, I mean, you sense some kind of ambient stuff from the party, the familiars, the essence-drained husks of corpses. But as you walk around the woods, do like kind of a quick, tight lap to expand the circumference a little bit, you don't notice any other outlying magic. It seems like this is, at least this area of the forest is normal.
All right. Well, I'm not sensing any outright danger at the moment. Hopefully, it stays that way.
Would it pick up magic as we're beginning the conjure and create it, or would that only pick it up once it's here?
I'll say once it's here, just for simplicity's
Okay.
sake.
Okay.
All right.
With that being done, I think Alan's going to opt to take like the last watch, he took a lot of damage, so he needs some rest. But before he sacks out completely, he's gonna tie up the big wolf so that it's like got like a halter around its head, and then its like legs are bound,
Mhm.
just in case.
Of course.
Don't tie that thing to a tree. If you're gonna tie it to a tree, make sure you have it strung between two trees. We, you, I blinked and it seemed to like travel between trees.
Yeah, he's just gonna hobble it and keep it kind of out in the middle of things where it's not directly near anybody, but it's also not gonna be, nothing to scratch itself up against and maybe tear the ropes or anything like that. Just it's just
Sure.
hobbled.
And I guess I can take the watch before last. Hopefully by then I'll get my vision back.
Right. So we've got Ari first,
No,
or am I
Quentin's
making that
gonna-
up? Quentin. Yeah, Quentin first. We've got Alan last, Melizog second from last. Duke has volunteered. Is that something any of you want to consider, or does someone else want
No.
to take that?
Ari
watch.
Ari would take that last watch. I
Okay.
already said she was gonna take second.
Okay.
Yeah, Quentin's gonna
She
take
would
out
not
his
let
only.
Duke watch with her.
Yeah, Quentin's gonna take out his only bedroll and unravel it and pat it and let Duke take it for the night. Oh, he's okay.
Aw.
You rest. We'll cover the watches. And then he's gonna go over and be like, before you nudge off Alan Meadowshag, come here. Let's hold hands for half an hour and just be one with nature and have a moment.
I wanted to put up my tent.
I'll help you after.
Okay.
And for the 30 minutes, we're gonna cast prayer healing to heal the three of us. So that's
If I had $1 for
took
every
more-
time I've been asked that question.
I took more damage trying to get my SP back than I did in the fight.
Nice.
so we
roll.
all get
Wow.
24
Dang, I am-
life back.
I am back to full.
I'm just shy of it.
Awesome.
Nice.
All right, so let's progress into the night watches. So starting with Quentin, can I get an awareness check?
You sure can. Dirty 20.
Very nice.
All right. A drizzle comes and goes, but again, the thick canopy in like over this little thicket keeps you dry. You are able to wake Ariri up and go to sleep. So Ariri, an awareness check, please.
Can I use perceiving?
Yes.
The 24.
Nice. A little bit of a breeze from the north comes and goes. The canopy keeps you relatively warm, keeps the worst chill from the damp air out. You're able to wake up Malazog, who can see again, and Malazog,
Yes.
you can go ahead and make your awareness check.
Okay, I'm also going to use perceiving as long as that's all right.
Yes.
Nice.
17.
Yeah, it sounds as though somewhere not too far away, there is a creek that it sounds like there's a colony of frogs that are just having a great time. But otherwise, the shift is uneventful, and you're able to awaken Alan for the final shift.
I'm real worried about these last several rolls being so high. Oh, okay.
There you go.
21.
You hear the lonesome cry of a falcon somewhere far off. It sounds melancholy, but totally mundane.
All right.
And 30 minutes after that, that falcon, the sun slowly rises. Everyone is able to wake up. The clouds are still overhead, but they're a little bit more patchy, not the like deep slate kind of overhang. And you're able to get back on the road. Your second day of travel out of Chasm Claw is uneventful compared to your first. There's some run-ins with like normal mundane wildlife, but they give you a wide berth as soon as they hear like all of the cattle coming through. Sorry, having said that, you might not actually see any wildlife aside from like stuff up in the trees, like a squirrel or a bird. Anything larger probably steers well clear of this entourage. But on the third day, after another uneventful long rest, you see a structure, what looks like kind of a makeshift fort in in the foothills of a craggy mountainous area. So there's this kind of ravine with a fresh like wooden bridge spanning the ravine. It looks like it was made out of recently felled trees, and there are yes, there are kind of rough planks set across it, and on either side there are basically one room log cabins just made out of a few trees and some of the branches kind of woven together and some ivy and stuff and mud kind of padding out the remainder of the building.
Question. How long before those bodies stir?
They haven't stirred yet.
Okay.
You've had
worry.
two
I'll keep an eye on them.
you've had two you've taken a rest twice and they haven't stirred yet.
And I've been keeping the big one tied up for sure.
Yes.
For the record, I think Jasper is staying also very close to the very large wolf. He wants to make sure this isn't some type of imprinting situation. He needs to make sure that he's there whenever it comes to.
Naturally, Quentin is just gonna start heading toward that bridge.
Quentin, what
Oh,
can you
yes.
tell us about that? That looks a little bit interesting.
Definitely
I
not the
cannot
best
see anything.
bridge I've seen, but better than the one I did in the caves. Is quite fresh. It looks really new.
Can you see
Still-
now?
Yeah, I can now.
Yeah, it was the blind condition.
I was like, oh no, don't tell me I'm still blind.
Right. To quickly assuage any like concerns or abundance of caution, you do see an Arandoran flag hanging from near the bridge, hanging from one of the log cabin kind of walls.
I claim the cabin on the left. Are you just gonna start
More,
running
more than
forward?
likely. All right, they're probably already claimed.
You don't know that.
There's a flag.
Yeah, you're not
In
going to
the
win
name of
this one.
Arendor, who goes there?
Oh, it is claimed.
Melizog Shova.
I'm Alan.
I'm Quentin. Hi, hello.
Greetings. Well met, all of you.
Now,
I see you have one of our... Go ahead.
do have a question.
Uh-huh.
I am a noble of Arendor,
Okay.
so I don't know if you're completely tracking that or not. I just wanted to speak it into existence.
Yeah, I had not been tracking that, but I'll proceed accordingly. So the knight will look you all over, and he'll say, "I see you have a member of our own ranks with you. Let's see, where is Volk? In the back there, bringing up the tail of this procession, this magnificent cattle procession, and forgive me for not knowing you specifically, but are you of the Shava house, perchance?"
That I am. Youngest son.
Well, it's an honor to make your acquaintance. Youngest son, that would be Meslog?
Melizog Shova.
Melazog Shava. Yes. Well, welcome all of you to our temporary stronghold here. We have been forced to make a kind of makeshift camp in these fine, fearsome, dangerous hills because of an attack from lycanthropes that have left some of my party susceptible to transformation. We have not yet disinfected them. And
What's wrong with being a lycanthrope?
Yeah, this seems pretty rude to just call it a disease. I mean,
Wow. Pretty exclusionary
Well,
language been thrown around here.
I don't know what else to call a harmful pathogen that causes painful transformations against your will and causes you to turn into a raving lunatic that eats your friends.
I have never eaten one of my friends.
Lack of control.
Wait,
So,
are you saying you two are lycanthropy popes?
I
hadn't
moved the
noticed
cattle
that?
in front of the giant carcass that we're dragging
Didn't you
behind
see
us.
me flying around as a hamster?
what is that?
They're obviously not going to be cool with our experiments.
I'm going to be completely honest. It is completely harmless in the state that it is in right now. And that is all you need to know.
I noticed you did some really cool stuff, like Alan bulked up and furred out, and yeah, you got tiny, but I didn't know that was lichen stuff. Oh, okay.
Well, you're all just filling me with great confidence. What brings you to these hills?
Honestly, we're
here
here
to save y'all.
figure. Yeah, we're here to figure out what's going on with y'all. We were sent from Chasm Claw to investigate your lack of arrival.
Well, we thought it prudent to wait out the transformation, try to find a way to heal our companions before things get hairy, shall we say. And
That's a good one.
and we will proceed to Chasm Claw after making sure that they're okay. If you were sent to look for us and make sure that we arrive safely, then perhaps you can help us find a treatment, because although apparently some people wear lycanthropy rather well, my knights do not wish to have this transformation foisted upon them.
Well, you should have started with that.
Yeah, I mean, you can't do anything without consent, I reckon.
Okay.
If we're staying, I think we are. It sounds like what we're gonna do. Can I meet your bridge maker?
Meet our bridge maker. Yes, that would be Reinhard, Sir Reinhard of Arendor.
Oh, okay. I want to meet him.
So, as he asked this question about finding a cure, historically, would I know anything about possible cures of lycanthropy?
Please, yeah, make a history or medicine check.
Go in history.
Nice.
How's a 28?
Well, how is a 28? So, you are, as he's talking about curing lycanthropy, you think back through your training, your noble studies, and you would know that lycanthropy is a rare disease with a low lethality and a medium transmissibility. It is a unique curse tied to a specific moon. When a creature becomes infected with lycanthropy, note which moon they are linked to. A creature that has been hit by a were-creature's secondary bite attack becomes infected with lycanthropy. Once infected, they become infectious 1d4 days later or on the full moon if that is sooner. And so on and so forth. You can just read the entry in Harker's Guide and you know all of the information there.
Okay.
Pertinent to anyone listening without just speed reading the whole thing. Creatures are demoralized while infected. They can be treated over the course of 2 consecutive days, which requires assorted herbs of at least 40 silver coins worth in value. Intelligence medicine checks will need to be made against a DC of 18. If successful, and if the requisite price of herbs are consumed, then the disease is cured. So in order to cure it, one of you would need to be able to make a medicine check, and you'd have to be able to explore the area around and find the right kinds of herbs that would be needed to cure this.
I can take a crack at finding the herbs.
How hard could it be?
This might be coming as a shock to all y'all, but I am in fact trained in chemistry, biology, and medicine.
I am not actually trained in the application of medicine, more of the historical applications.
I'm not really trained at much of nothing, but I could patch people up. I'm a medicine I could do that. Yes, people hurt, I fix. Yes.
So, am I understanding this properly? That half of us are going to stay here, and the other half of us are going to go looking for herbs.
Well, the intelligence checks will need the herbs before you can try to heal them.
Okay.
So
So
it doesn't
we're all gonna go
require. Yeah, it doesn't
Okay.
require the party to be split.
Would you take nature for the finding of the herbs?
I would, yes.
Oh, 13.
Okay.
Would you take investigating?
No. Unfortunately, I can't justify
So,
investigating.
That
tracking.
opens up a pretty big can of worms over here.
Yeah,
We'll
right.
find it immediately.
Right.
Yeah, this is no.
Would you take fortuity?
You know, I think I would take fortuity.
Famous last words. 15.
Okay.
What about foraging?
Foraging, yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was just still staring at the bridge.
Okay,
Guys, I
this
have
might
no
be
relevant skills.
this might be a little bit of a stretch, but would you take geology or geography for finding good locations?
Not to the exact skill challenge that I'm kind of mathing out right now, but as kind of a secondary, like, make the DC a little bit lower for the other stuff, sure.
I think I'd rather do that.
could I have blue use tracking for the herbs?
No, I'm gonna say tracking needs to be more like an actual creature or a plant creature that is actively moving around, not just like finding an herb.
Fair enough.
16 on the geography.
Correct.
Let's see. Well, good news and bad news. Which would you like first?
Before we get into the news, I have a thing that I've almost never used, and I would like
Okay.
to use it a little bit here. I have guide. I would like to guide some people once I
Okay.
snap out of looking at this thing. But I guess it's too late. But I keep forgetting I have it. I've had it since the very beginning.
Yeah, feel
can
free to
I-
go ahead and roll a couple guidance bonuses.
Yeah, I'll just throw a couple d4s. So this one would have been it for Melizag.
Nice.
And then he was so distracted, he would have probably only got one other. So I'll let you pick. But this will, he's just like half-heartedly still focused on the bridge, but reaching out, trying to help. Yeah, he's really focused on this bridge.
He is. Every bit does count, though. So the good news is you find quite a few herbs: wolfsbane, vervain, other herbs and roots and leaves that are known to aid in the curing of lycanthropy. The bad news is you find 40 silver coins worth, which is enough to cure one person. There are 2 infected people.
Well, I guess they're gonna have to decide who they want fixed. I mean, they could also be out looking, but whatever. We won't. We won't discuss that.
If they really cared, they'd be out there looking too. I mean, they just left it to us.
Okay, there's 2 potential doses.
All right. Now for the people that are actually good at applying medication.
The leader of the Contingent Knights, Sir Hadebrand, will invite you all up into the little fortress they've made for the application of the medicine itself.
I'm gonna stay outside with Sparkles.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay out there with the giant wolf carcass.
Yeah, I'm out there as well.
Slap this thing. You could fit so many good times in this
Wait,
thing.
weren't you one of the ones that were trained in medication there, my friend?
Yeah, I am a little bit hesitant to leave my
Alan didn't
Alan
take care of it.
and I got
I
it.
got it.
We're
Yeah,
fine.
I got it. I'll keep an eye on it. For you.
Jasper,
All right.
be trustworthy.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you what I'm really worried about. I'm worried that it's gonna come to. It's gonna see Alan first, and it's not gonna like me as much. That's what I'm really worried about.
You said you will know when the time comes.
You could just run.
If
I
you
know.
don't, if
I
it's
know.
not happening
I'll
now,
stand
it's
right in
fine.
front of its eyes.
Roger, can you make a luck check? Okay.
17.
So boring. Okay.
All right. I get it. All right, I'll go do some chemistry or whatever. All right, I'll be back. And he takes off. And he keeps looking back over his shoulder.
This whole time they're kind of going back and forth with one another. Quentin has gone up and stopped on the bridge and is just up close and personal in it.
Alan turns the head of the corpse to look in his direction.
Now, how long has it been since your contingent was infected?
It has been 3 days.
I do not know that the treatment will be effective or not, because it has to be applied 2 days, and most lycanthropy people succumb to the disease in 4 or less.
Well, I'm hoping that you're able to waylay that. Though I understand I understand if it's beyond you.
I am just informing you. We were going to do our best, but we may have been just a little too late.
Well, if that's the case, that opens up a can of worms, because they were bitten by Scarlin wolves, and the moon turns full in 4 days.
Well, we could be wasting the last precious moments. There might be time. Let's go do it.
Yes, please, Quentin, go. I
Okay.
am not effective with medicine. That is
Wordies.
for you and for Jasper. I am
All
just
right.
trying to talk to these individuals.
Where
Keep
are
'em-
these
keep 'em
alien
calm.
individuals?
So the ailing ones are the ones with the little radiation symbols on them. They're over resting in the left tower. Quentin, as you start to leave, Sir Reinhard says, "Admiring my bridge, were you?"
Oh yes. Oh gosh, yes. It's a great bridge.
Thank you very much. I'm quite proud of it. I've never built one in a single day before. it helped having trees that had already fallen over from a thunderstorm, but finding all of the timber of the right length and strength to cut planks in such a fashion and then strap them together while weaving a lattice work of vines underneath them was rather an endeavor.
If
I
we could, I really, I could sit here for days and days, but moments,
excellent. I
I
thought
mean,
that I saw a fellow
I'm
architect
going
in
to be
you.
honest with you, good sir. If you let him get distracted by the bridge building, more than likely you're going to lose your friends.
yes, can we
Oh,
talk?
that's rather harsh.
Can we talk bridges after I try and help your pals?
Oh, yes, of course.
Okay. He's gonna like stay for a moment longer, like really not wanting to leave this conversation. There's almost a sad look, but there's people in danger, so he's gonna part ways and head over.
All right, so
Nathan, would you allow me to do a medicine, biology, or a chemistry check before Quentin does the medicine check to possibly like improve it to make
Sure.
that check
bump
easier?
the DC
Okay.
down a little, yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. Doesn't really matter which one I'm rolling. It's gonna be the same. All right, be a dirty 20. Dirty 20.
All right. Yeah, so biology or like chemistry, is that the other one you said?
Yeah, chemistry. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll call that you are blending the poultices, you're tending the heat of the like cauldron where you're putting everything. You're doing it with like scientific precision, and also kind of studying the symptoms that they're currently displaying. These are both humans. Their body hair has gotten a lot more coarse and a lot more thick. So it's already not looking too good, but there's still hope. So, Quentin, you can make a medicine check now. The DC will be lower.
We are obviously going to use guidance because we're taking the time to really do this right.
Yeah.
And we're gonna attempt to take care of this first guy.
Nathan, question. I didn't move myself because I didn't think it would matter, but I do have the ability to use my luck points to let other people re-roll their d20s.
Oh,
Can I do that?
that very much could matter.
Okay, so we can say Ari is close enough.
Yeah.
So
Aye.
you can re-roll that. What? What?
I was pretty sure you assured me that everything was gonna be taken care of down there. What's Alan doing?
Oh, I don't know. I left.
So
Make another luck check, Roger.
I've just created problems for myself.
Uh-huh.
Ah! Nate.
Oh no.
Yes.
Love it.
Oh, but you said I could re-roll that.
Yeah, Ari's
Yes.
just shouting from underneath the bridge, but yes, you can re-roll that.
So there was a 1 on the D4, and I have a +6, so that's 18.
All right. And so you apply the poultice to the first bereaved individual, and you can do so for the second one now. Same roll.
You got this, Quentin. This is far more interesting than the dead things.
Cutscene to where one of the dead things twitches.
Oh no, God!
I'm gonna use my second usage of my ability to be like, no, quit, not quite like that.
He keeps
Re-roll.
looking over, almost looking over at the bridge and like wanting to get back in that conversation, but then he keeps hearing Ari and gets refocused.
Mhm.
So that +7.
All right. Very impressive. So the first day's treatment is successful. You are all able to have a very safe and comfortable rest in this outpost. Although there was a twitch, the dead things have not woken up yet. And
Are the
let's
others just like if there's a whole day's passing enough, they had just stayed all the way out there. I guess they don't want to bring all the dead bodies up or something. Or are they setting up a
They don't
different
want to
camp?
bring all the dead bodies into camp.
Ari
No.
would have slept outside with the dead bodies.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Alan's staying out there with them also, and he would
And the bulls.
redo the lunar circle as well.
Perfect. And on the following day, we'll go through this whole kind of cycle again. So we'll start with Jasper's tertiary or secondary check to set up the process.
Beautiful. Dun, dun, dun. That is going to be a natural 1 for a total
Okay.
of 5.
Jasper, you suck. And you can re-roll that.
There it is. There it is. That one-of-a-kind encouragement that only you can provide, Ari. I feel it. 14.
All right, the DC is unchanged rather than getting higher.
Yes!
And
Stop paying attention to your dead wolf and start paying attention to the medicine.
We're
Yeah,
gonna-
don't worry, I got it.
Ah! I can feel it.
We're gonna try to administer this to the first fella.
Mhm.
Guys, I really feel like I'm wasting all my luck with you. What? Quinn, just a little bit to the left.
How could you
Okay.
even see up here?
I don't know. I just got a feeling that it's not going right. Well, got slightly better.
how much better is that?
2.
So it's 11
Two better.
plus 7.
Okay.
So 18. Another 18. And then I guess we're gonna turn to the last guy.
I think that's only 17.
4 plus 6?
Plus, yeah, 4 plus 6 plus 7.
7 and 17. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. 17.
Okay. And the second treatment.
Oof.
I don't got any more luck to give.
Yeah. And Quentin, can I have one more medicine check? No
One more.
guidance on this one.
It's that plus 6.
Okay. So yeah, as you treat them and you kind of stand back and try to surmise how the process went, you get the sense that you have essentially rendered them asymptomatic until such time as a full moon. You have delayed the setting in of the disease, but you were not able to completely remove it.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. What do you mean, uh-oh? I don't like hearing that from any doctor.
They's gonna be okay until that moon does come.
Yeah, for the record, neither of us are doctors. I own a bar.
Sir Ludolf just looks over at Sir Saskia and he says, so are you saying that we are going to turn into mangy, ruthless, unfeeling, uncaring,
Excuse
Hey,
you.
whoa!
mindless?
I was about to join.
Horrible.
Ask you
Hey,
to
now.
join the pack and the family.
You're only mindless if you were beforehand.
Yeah.
Well, okay, that's some consolation. How
Can't
painful
help
is
you
it?
on the mangy
And
part, but
how long does it... What should we expect? This is my
I don't-
first time.
I don't know. You forget it.
I'm not real familiar with how it is for the bitten. For me, it was passed down through the family line,
Same.
but I mean, I think it'll be kind of painful for you, but it's nothing you can't live with. I reckon.
I don't know. Every time there's a full moon, I literally can't remember the day. So
Super encouraging. Okay.
That means you
Right.
won't feel the pain because you won't remember it.
That's not what that means. I'll feel it in the moment.
Yeah,
It will
but you
haunt
won't
me
know.
for the
No, it
rest of my
won't, 'cause
life.
you won't
Hey,
remember it.
don't be throwing the haunting word around so loosely. You don't know what that means.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. So
I mean, we could change right now if you want to see how it is.
I'm not sure I want that right now. I'd rather try to like forget somehow.
Your loss.
Okay. Thank you for
Oh,
trying.
what did the creature look like that bit you? Was it kind of wolf-like or?
Oh yeah, that matters.
Yeah, it was kind of wolf-like. It popped through a wall. Like we were walking through this ravine here, and it just kind of popped out of the edge of the ravine, and it bit me. But its mouth kind of went through my whole body, and then it drifted over to Saskia there, and it mauled her with its claws, and then it drifted into the next side of the ravine, and then it vanished.
Well, he did say it was Scarlin,
Cool.
but at least if you're wolf-like, that's the same line I come from. So at least you won't look too horrifying.
Maybe you'll be able to turn all ghosty too. That'd
So
be cool.
haunting was an appropriate word to use there.
Yeah, I feel like it was appropriate.
Jasper
Well-
has since left because it seems like neither Ari nor Alan are watching the bodies.
Oh, hey, Ari, by the way, does
So
this
took
count
off.
as one of those ghost stories?
Oh, probably.
Well, there you go.
Would Quentin know that if you fail any one of these attempts, it's just kaput, or would it mean that you can attempt again if you have the right items to do so?
You would not know. I think that even Melazog, with his impressive memory of this,
It would have actually been a
particular-
29. I just realized I didn't have it programmed in my sheet right.
Oh well, in that case, no, I think the result is the same. Like, Melazog is fully competent and confident in his recollection of how to treat it, but kind of stabilizing without fully curing. That's uncertain.
You guys don't have any silver weapons, do you?
The captain, Sir Hadebrand, would say, "We silver daggers. Yes, we keep a couple in the party
Okay,
just in
don't
case."
just don't let them touch it.
Do you
Okay,
have
well,
any?
I-
Do you have casters with you that can work with primal magic?
No, we're fresh out of primal casters.
Quentin's just gonna silently stand up and head in the direction that they didn't go, looking for stuff the first time, and just see if he could find any more supplies.
Sure, I go ahead and make me a luck check.
Oof.
Yeah. You already did fairly well on the herbal side of things, so this is just pure kind of fate. Yeah, it's not bad. You find more wolfsbane, you find some more herbs and roots, but nothing exceptionally different about this. It doesn't look like it's gonna take.
Do I find enough to attempt one more time?
With a 16, yes. Now, each of them are at risk of turning, so you're only going to be able to potentially cure one of them.
Could I also do some scavenging to see if I could help him with that?
At this point, I'm going to say no.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think the problem also is Quentin
looked
just
pretty
walked
well.
off. He didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't. Everybody was so engrossed and got talking and figuring out these bodies. He just got up, sullen, sunken.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
wandered off.
Right. The very last ditch effort, I think, is just going to be kind of the one
Mhm.
person. So,
And,
yeah, you can attempt one more time. Ludolf and Saskia would discuss and ask that you try one more time on Saskia.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say Quentin would take a knee and be like, just one of you. No, just one. And yeah, he's gonna make that attempt.
I gotta say though, I think that Ludolf and Saskia are both great werewolf names. Those were just random names, but I think
Yeah,
they're
they're
great.
23.
Nice. Okay. You feel really good about that. You won't know until the full moon transpires, but you have given Saskia the best possible chance to not transform. Ludolf has resigned himself. Alan and Ari, you're kind of talking through him. Eventually, you kind of wear him down, and he's like, "All right, if you could transform, as long as it doesn't hurt too much, I kind of want to see what the process looks like, so I know kind of what to expect."
Ari would just pop into a hamster immediately.
And Alan is gonna do what Alan does. He's gonna bulk up and go feral.
Okay, well, one of those was unexpected, the other is terrifying, but you're both not attacking me, so there's hope there that I can kind of learn to control it. So thank you for that, really.
Yeah, with my knowledge of what I've seen, there was a lot of us were creatures around where I'm from. There's only limited amounts of time that you lose your memory. So that's really all you got to watch out for. Now that time is coming up for you. So we'll
And
do what we can to keep you under control.
in those times where you lose your memory, has anything ever happened that made you worry about things you might have done during that time?
The last time I thought I committed a murder.
Yeah.
Why?
Same here.
Okay, so it is that bad.
Well, no,
Well,
we just
I mean,
wait.
she did not actually commit the murder.
I did it. I woke up. There was a dead body. I had a feather from the dead person on my. It was just. It was a
Okay,
stressful moment
I had
for
but I feel
me.
like you're saying it
drinking
wasn't
the
you
night
just to make me
before.
feel better. Like, the evidence is pretty
That's
incriminating.
what I
there.
thought. We did a whole investigation. It wasn't me. It was a weird pumpkin man.
And I mean, I had been drinking pretty heavy the night before, so I might not have remembered that day anyways.
You're filling me with confidence. You've been through it. I appreciate talking with you. As terrifying as this is, it's good to hear from someone who's been through this.
I mean, it's a curse, but it's also a blessing. I mean, you can make what you want of it.
Yeah, I lied. I wasn't actually born this way. I was cursed this way. So you know what? I've been through what you went through, but it's okay.
Okay, all right.
I just pissed somebody off. I don't know who. Just woke up one day like this.
That is remarkably worse. I'm sorry.
Right? At least you have a warning.
Yeah, I suppose. Okay, well, I guess I should get ready for this. I should gather manacles and lock myself away. Great. Okay.
Well, I got something for that. Now I'm kind of running low on silver myself. Using this a couple times lately. Cost me 100 silver each time. Do you have 100 silver that we could turn into a powder?
I believe among the guard we can scrounge that up.
Well, now and I haven't actually run this past anything, but could I use Lunar Circle as a way to not transform? It says when you enter the circle, it reverts you to your form.
I think it would be reasonable to say, yeah. That would suppress transformation.
Okay, that was the reason that I took the invocation in the first place, and I completely forgot to ever bring it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he would with that, waiting until the full moon is closer and they're gonna transform. He would
Mhm.
explain what he's gonna do. I'm gonna set this circle up, and it'll keep you from transforming on the full moon. And he would kind of walk them through how to do it. I don't know if they'd be able to without primal magic, but he would give them a rundown of how to do this ritual or invocation. I mean,
Yeah, so they're not going to be able to do it. They can supply the silver, but they would need you to. So the question is if
Sure.
you're all willing to kind of wait around and add that many more days to your journey, 3 more days to your journey.
It's okay. What could happen? Like, it's not like we have dead creatures that are about to awaken.
I do want to exercise caution with adding
Jasper's
3
out there
more
petting the
days
wolf.
It
to
twitches
our
again.
journey,
All right, you're almost ready. You're almost cooked.
because we don't know what that cult is up to. 3 more days for them to gain more power and more strength.
Well, we think that this cult, or
lot.
that these werewolves, are part of the cult of the 5 moons.
Why
Well-
don't we all just go take care of the cult together? And
That was
on
gonna
the
be my
way,
suggestion. Why don't y'all
we-
just travel with us?
and on the way we could take the time when the moon happens and see.
That seems reasonable. Now, we do need to get back to Chasm Claw post haste to coordinate with the Rangers of Scaver. But that plan is reasonable if you're headed back in the direction, or if where exactly are you headed?
Well, we're going in a kind of a roundabout circle here to deal with this cult problem a little bit and a couple other things, and then we're headed back that way anyhow. So I mean,
Very good.
we'll
Very
be
good.
going with you either way.
That seems reasonable then. As good a course of action as any.
And it doesn't really add too much more time to your trip because you'd be waiting anyway. So you come
Correct.
with us, and we could help keep an eye, and then perhaps you or some of your fellers help us root out the bad cult people, Duke's old friends, and we take care of this Zane feller, and then we could all go back to Chasm Claw together.
Yes, the presence of casters with us in light of the situation, especially knowing what we do about Alan's capacities there, that seems like a wise course of action. I believe we can agree on that. So
Well,
with
then.
with that established, the enormous party now can start to head southeast. So there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 8 more Knights of Arendor plus 6 PCs plus 6 cattle plus several familiars
Don't
plus
forget the
Duke
carcasses.
plus the carcasses. This is an army.
We said we were building an army.
Very specifically said.
You did.
We're
You did say
building an
that.
army.
You did say that. So I think you've done it. On that note, I think that we'll have to deal with the resurrection of the corpses and the transformation of poor Ludolf next time.
Amazing.
Right. Hey, look, with
All
the
right.
ADHD we've got going in this group, when we set a goal, we've got to hit it immediately, or it's not getting done.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Legends players, for playing, and thank you, everyone else, for watching. So, join us late January for the next episode of MythCraft Legends. Happy holidays, everyone, and we will see you next time.
Happy holidays.
Happy
Bye,
holidays,
everybody.
everybody.
Bye.